Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. We are going to get into some collective tarot reading, and I was really vibing earlier today with um, some starseedy energy. Some starseed energy. I'm really excited to get into this. Let me go ahead and start the live on TikTok. If I can get my phone set up right. I'm also going to be doing, oopsie, I'm also going to be doing Tarot 10 tonight. So tonight, you're rising. I feel like it might be better if I put it over here. Let's do this. We'll move it over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, we are totally good. We are rocking and rolling, everybody. How are you all doing? I am definitely half awake right now because I just came back from yin yoga, and every time I do yin, I'm like falling asleep on my bolsters. And I was like, okay, next one. And I was like, no, I think each asana should be 10 minutes instead. So let's get into some collective readings. Starseed energy. I was getting a lot of get excited, get excited for this next part of your journey. Excitement has been coming up the last couple of days. I've been feeling it in the collective. So if you're seeing this, if you're tuning in, you are likely on a new journey right now. And I'm also getting you likely shifted in the last couple of days. And your star seed family, your cosmic family is here to support you. Hi, Antoinette, how's it going? Your cosmic family is here to support you, and they have some messages. The way it's been coming through is very I don't know how to explain it. Like some energies I pick up on, and it's a bunch of visions, or it's a bunch of they're speaking in complete sentences, like they're reading from a piece of paper. So if you ever connect with your starseed energy family, they probably talk a lot. So let's see what's going on. But they definitely said get excited. So we have learned the truth here. You may have a strong connection with owls. I'm also looking at the cotton in this photo. You could also be connecting with your ancestors right now, specifically ones you are healing with in terms of liberation, which is why you're going on this journey. I'm also getting the sacred eye. Sacred eyes. Eyes are really important. Your eyes are really important. I'm also hearing you're seeing with clarity right now. So lean into that. Hi, how's it going? Lean into that. You're seeing with clarity, and things may have been a little bit foggy for a little bit, but you're coming to the tail end in the last 2 days of maybe the last confusion of where you're going to be going next. I'm hearing what you are doing next, so get excited. Literally the same message, get excited. I also have the knowledge card here. I'll show it to everybody. I'm going to just get my computer back. The knowledge card, but what I heard with this one, usually this is about really getting to know yourself, but I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting it's almost like you've been creating more time to do the leisurely things that you don't usually do. I'm focusing on these flowers, like maybe buying yourself flowers or reading a book. Or reading a book right now is going to be advantageous for you. I'm also seeing a mandala. So you might be tapping into a really sacred energy right now, and your starseed family is supporting you with the protection and the guidance. And it almost feels like an energetic boost. Things are well, about to go for a walk. Yay, what's the weather like for you? What's the weather like for you? Hi. How's everybody doing? This star cd energy, it's like I can't even keep my eyes open right now. I also just pulled the rebirth card. You may also be seeing, I'm hearing like wasps and bees and little tiny creatures that fly around coming towards you, specifically towards your face. Because this is like I keep focusing on this face and this skull. You might even have a connection to Dia de los Muertos, or the underworld in general, meaning you might be a medium or you might help people transition on. I'm also seeing a lot of beadwork here. Maybe you put jewelry on your altar, maybe pearls. If you haven't done that, maybe that's something you want to do. Or if you've given offers of pearls before, they're definitely being received. Can you tell me more? I'm also getting energy with the eye here again. I'm also seeing like these feather headdresses. So you might be of indigenous lineage as well or have a connection to it. Yeah, we have the protection card. It's a reminder from your starseed family that you are perfectly okay and you are protected. So do the things that you love right now. But it's almost like you're not slowing down, but you're pouring into yourself in a different way because of what they are tinkering with in the spiritual realm. It's like preparing you to unleash a bunch of energy, probably into creations or probably into whatever this new manifestation that you're bringing in. And so they're almost like steadying you, like stay steady, stay balanced, stay calm. Like I'm getting this very like serene energy. I'm also seeing like candles and things that smell good. So it's like if you're not taking that time to like make an at-home spa or go to the spa, definitely do it. It's going to help your manifestations come in faster right now because you're at the tail end of another quick rebirth that is happening for you. Yeah, change. We literally have the change card. Hi TikTok, hi YouTube. We literally have the change card. So this has been an immense phase of change. It's almost like what I'm seeing in the energy and how they're showing it. Like I'm seeing a compass, but I'm also seeing, those things. Hi, how's it going? Those things on like a vault of a bank where you like click, 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 and you're doing the passcodes or whatever. Like that's what I'm seeing. And it's like you were like trying to figure out the last number or like the secret code, like maybe sacred geometry and codes, or you get coded information from your starseed family. Like, that's how they communicate. Like that might be important to you. Does it cost for a reading or do you do them on here? I do them on here. So after the collective, I do tarot 10. So you just have to send $10 to the Cash App, with your question. I'm not doing any questions about like, is my lover coming back or like big financial questions and things like that. But I will pull two cards for you and do a quick reading. If you want a personal reading where we go in a little bit deeper, that is also available on my page, on my link tree. You can check it out. But I'm seeing like you clicked into place this final part of your energy. I'm seeing so many things right now. Whoever is here or whoever this message is for, like, you are so ethereal and your starseed family talks to you in some of the weirdest ways. Like you might be getting a lot of messages at one time and then maybe it's like slow and it's a lot of messages. It's like they speak in code, but they also speak clearly some days. Like it's very strange. But you have been going through a lot of change, and I'm also sensing like the world card of things like finally coming to completion for you. It feels like a long, like whatever you're completing right now. It's not like, oh, I just did a small quantum jump. Like no, you did a big quantum jump in a cycle of jumps that have been going on for probably like 10 years, right? Like 10 years of change that have been happening. And you're finally like, I'm hearing like showing your true colors, right? When you think about the chameleon and how it changes based on its environment. And now it's like, okay, well, regardless of where I'm at, I'm going to show my authenticity. And so your starseed family is advising you to keep being your authentic self and push it to the edge even more so you can be more magnetic to your manifestations, to love in your life, to prosperity. It's like you're still kind of hiding a certain aspect of yourself, but it feels like on the creative side that you're learning how to tap into, but it's your starseed family that's actually helping you do that. You might also be healing some vocal parts or like vocalizing your creativity, that part is your ancestors, but your starseed family is what's pouring in a lot of the energy to help you create and create from a very ethereal space. Let's get some advice for the collective. How are you all doing? Where are you tuning in from? How is life? Obviously, there's a lot of change going on. Can we get some clarity on learn the truth, please? Yeah, good luck. Um, hmm. I just saw a card upside down. I was gonna try and fix it, but now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Um, when I feel into that good luck card, it really does like give the energy of you live a very blessed life, even if it feels like you don't from time to time. And your starseed family wants you to lean into that. Like, lean into having and receiving a blessed life because that's the only thing that holds you back from some of your manifestations. It's like seeing the beauty in every moment of your life versus just like if money gets deposited into your account or if someone gives you a gift, like it's so beyond that and they're trying to help you see that by protecting you and shielding you and allowing you to slow down and read your book. I don't know why I just heard hopscotch. I don't know. Maybe you have an inner child. Maybe you've been doing inner child work. Maybe try hopscotch. Like it's like do these random things that are going to bring you a lot of joy because your star family is just like surrounding you so much right now to make sure nothing gets in your way. You might be finding like if you've been having issues with like paperwork or like just weird shit happening, your starseed family is coming in to help clear up that energy. And if you need extra help, sit down in meditation and ask your starseed family to help guide you to intervene. They're around you quite intensely. Let's get some clarity on knowledge. Yeah, defense. Let your guard down. Be open to new people coming into your life. Even if you're a little bit worried about it. Like I just see the dots around the scorpion of like haha, paperwork, huh? Yeah, paperwork. Have you been having paperwork things? I'm just seeing this like guard that you sometimes have around yourself that's even energetic, like very energetic, but they want you not to like just let it all down, but like know that you are in a protected phase of your life. So the people that are coming into your life now are going to be higher frequency than the people who are coming into your life who were coming into your life before. So you don't. I'm hearing like you don't have to be like in stealth mode and like. I'm seeing also that scene in Emperor's New Groove where I think it's Kronk is like doing all the music and he's like slithering through the night, like trying to not be caught. Almost like it's like that energy of like maybe someone invites you somewhere and you can kind of sneak out the back, like that kind of energy. They're like, don't sneak out the back, like actually make friends. Um, um, what's it called? Hold on real quick. Okay. Um, yes, had to read a contract and knew I needed to take my time and vocalize. Yeah, see, it's like this energy, they're really slowing you down. Like everybody's being slowed down to like pay close attention, to not rush through anything. I almost kind of feel like the days have been a little bit longer in a way, or like it's like you're getting things done, but you have more time throughout the day. It's like you have focused energy. Can we get some clarity on rebirth, please? Yeah, again, just allowing people into your life more, getting to know them without having any sort of expectation, just getting your feet wet again. Rebirth. Look at this. Blessings. Blessed day. We were just talking about this. You live such a blessed life and you're going to continue to have a blessed life. So don't worry about the other shoe dropping. It's like your starseed family is like, can you just stop? Even like entertaining that energy anymore because it's not going to happen. Like they've been trying to tell you this for the longest time. It's not going to happen. And I'm also noticing on here there's a sun and a moon, like as above, so below. Like you've been mastering your skill of manifestation through connecting with sun energy, with nature, and moon energy, following your intuition. And there's just like really beautiful butterfly in between, but it's also surrounded by like these really cool squares and again, like geometry. So it's like you're in this like really beautiful crystalline manifestation energy that they just want you to like relish in. Like it's like you're so magnetic, you don't even realize how magnetic you are. But you're over here like worrying every once in a while about things. Can we get some advice for the protection, please? Yeah, this is literally show your true colors. Show your true colors. Like you are protected, so you have nothing to worry about. If you want to go be weird, do it. If you want to wear different clothes, do it. If you want to like hop around in the forest, be in a ferry with a picnic basket, do it. Like I'm getting like whatever idea that you have or have been tinkering with. I'm even seeing people like sew or craft or paint or like put things on your face or like go dancing festivals, like all that kind of stuff. It's like things that you sometimes do when you feel like it. They want you to do it more often, so that you can be your most authentic self. Like you're in the chapter of your life where you have freedom, protection, and you're like financially sovereign, and money is going to continue to flow to you. So you might as well now just begin to have fun. Can you give me some advice on the change card, please? Is this making sense for you all? Is this making sense? For the change card, please. Yeah, confidence. Have confidence. Again, this bee is popping out. Again, wasps, bees, little things that fly around coming towards your head might be happening. But they want you to work on your confidence right now. You don't really have to work on everything else. You're not in like a deep stage of like, oh my gosh, I have to be healing this. Oh my gosh, I have to be like no, it's like you're just telling yourself that at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have happiness. They want you to lean into this chapter of your life to create joy and happiness for you, and stop putting in so much emotional labor into worrying and put it into fun things like flowers. Again, just keep coming up, the sun and moon connection, like as above so below. Like you're aligned, like, and you just gotta accept it. You just have to accept that as your new normal of like, I bees and wasps, huh? Yeah, have you been seeing bees and wasps? This is your new normal. This is your new normal. Forget about the past. This is your new normal. Yeah, that's been me. Which part, Antoinette? The I won't guess. Which part are you resonating with? Um, but it just feels like it's like your starseed family is about to kick you out of the house or something, like, but gently. And they're like, we're gonna make it so fun for you to go outside that like when you do go outside, you're gonna be bombarded with synchronicities and all this fun and all this happiness that you get addicted to going outside. They land on me and hang out. See? Yeah. Like that is a huge sign from the universe that you are fully aligned, that you are in the energy that you're meant to be in. Focus on that. Love that about yourself. Wanting to be in creative energy, but feeling like I need to do more shadow work. Yeah, you don't. Like this stage, this chapter for folks who are watching this video, like get the hell out of your shadow. Get out of your shadow. Like there is a difference. Like the way I kind of explain it, hi, how's it going? Is you can go through your generational healing journey where you're doing a lot of shadow work, and then you're going to ascend, and you're going to keep ascending, and you're going to keep ascending. And then what happens is um if like what happens is once you've ascended enough and you've filled your toolbox with all of the things that you need. Oh, I think my thing's about to die. Hold on. Let me get my cord. Um, so basically, you fill your toolbox with all of the things that you've learned about yourself. You don't stay in your shadow. Your shadow is a place that you go to help yourself heal when you need to. You don't live there. You know what I mean? Like where is the freaking, how does this thing work? You don't have to stay there forever. There we go. It was blinking red like bleep, bleep, bleep. Is, if anybody is tired, let that be your confirmation you should take a nap. um, Hi, eclectic tea. And I find myself thinking I'm creating the idea that I need to do more work. It happens, right? Because when you're so used to having to fix yourself, or if you are someone who has had to do that in the past, especially if you've had to earn love from people, where you're constant, like you were constantly having to shift or change who you are or do all these things. And then it's like you go on a journey to heal yourself. And then when you feel comfortable and fine and you're in that Empress energy and everything is aligning for you, you freak out subconsciously, and then you try and fix it. Like, there must be something I have to fix. It's like, did you think that you, like, is there a reality where you don't actually have to fix anything right now and you can just enjoy and know that if you cross a hurdle or you come into a day where you feel a little bit low, where you feel off, like you can lean into that energy because you know how to heal it and coast through it, versus like, I'm gonna wreck it Ralph today, right? Like, you don't have to do that anymore. Yes, don't fight the naps. Exactly, don't fight the naps. But it's easy to get into that fix it energy, especially on your spiritual journey, because you realize that as you are doing your shadow work, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better afterwards. And so you keep doing your shadow work, and you keep doing your shadow work. But like, eventually you you have to come out of the shadow, right? Like, the shadow is just like diving. You dive into it, you inspect, you let go, you release, and then you come back up to the surface and you keep going, right? So definitely don't stay there. I love that you're pointing that out. I'm going to pull one last card and then I'm going to get into tarot. I feel like love is about to come out hard right now. I'm like, it feels like it wants to be talked about. Thanks for liking the live, everybody. I appreciate you. Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier. Your creativity, literally, your starseed family wants you to focus on your creativity. Um, and it doesn't mean you just drop everything. It means like you can be creative in how you dress and how you eat and how you travel and how you get things done. Like, some people box in creativity of like, it has to have a paintbrush. Like, no, you can literally be creative in anything you do. Maybe like a different color scarf or a different colored lipstick. It's like, be creative in the sense that you move through life with a different lens than you were using before. Take a different perspective. It's not the hangman card, right? But it's like, it's a little bit of that mixed with like the Empress card of I create from every aspect of who I am, and it just radiates out of me in everything I do. So they want you to be more creative. When 444, it's a very aligned number. So creativity is huge for you right now. Yeah, we have resilience popping through and success. So you are going to be successful in your creative endeavors. And like, even for, myself, like when my guides were like, we need you to be creative, we need you to be, it wasn't just like, oh, I need to sit down and paint at all. Like, it wasn't like that at all. So like, be creative in the way you think about things, in the way you move through life, in the way you coach or do your spirituality, or how you do your workshops. Like, it's like, use a different perspective, put on your creative hat. We usually have the passion card just flew out, which is like, follow your passions, follow what makes you happy. Don't be afraid to take a risk. Yeah, we have the Chariot card popping out. Like, the minute you take a risk and actually put yourself out into the world and you are consistent with it, things are going to really change for you. Yeah, we have the Hierophant and splitting again to the Chariot. It's like, step out. Also, if you're a spiritual person, like, let people know that you're spiritual. Girl just picked up $1. See, you're a magnet for money, is what I'm saying. Like, let people know your spiritual gifts. It is a part of the journey, but it's like, you're like categorizing things, but your spirituality is a part of your creativity. like it just is. I'm also seeing the Page of Pentacles which like the Page of Pentacles is an energy of like building new wealth in this new space, in this new arena that you are going to be walking into, whether it's like a new business or like revamping your business. But the Page of Pentacles moves into the Knight of Pentacles, right? So that's like building it from the ground up. If you want a tarot reading, you have to submit $10. And the rule is I'm not answering any questions that is so and so going to come back. My rule is if they're a partner or was a partner and they left you, I'm not going to support answering that question for you, because why? And then the other one is I'm not answering financial questions. So I see you, but if you weren't in here earlier, I'll just say that. I just said that one more time, so you are aware. And it'll be after the collective reading. But is this making sense for you all? Is this making sense for you all? My eye is itchy. Let me pull some cards. What else do you want to say for this lovely collective? What else do you want to say? Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Being decisive, moving forward. Let's get some clarity on that. Feels like there's something else around this. I heard learning. You might be learning right now. Yeah, we have the Fool card with the Queen of Swords. This is a new journey. You're learning how to lead in your own life. You're learning how to do that. And also leading from a place of aligned energy. Yeah, so glad I popped in. Good. Makes sense. Okay, good. Yeah, it's like you're yeah, Five of Cups. You're no longer crying about the past, obviously. And we have the High Priestess here popping out with the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands. So this is you no longer like voluntarily sitting in your confusion. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't know which way to, no, you're like, no, I know which way to go. I go the way I want to go. And so you're like consciously making decisions about that now. And so they want you to keep doing that because it's going to lead to also your financial success. And I just keep hearing love a lot too. It's confirming. Okay, good. Can we get some on this Five of Cups, please? I feel like there's something else sticking out there. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands. You were causing yourself a lot of mental fog. You were the one causing it, which is wild. It's like, because when I look at all these different people on, the Five of Wands, like I'm not even getting energy of a bunch of different people because it feels like you've been keeping to yourself these last couple of months. It's like you have been confusing yourself. And so your Star family is just reminding you that like remember that when you want things to be easier, you can lead yourself to that life as well, and they're going to support you. Yeah, Page of Swords. It was keeping you from taking action. It was almost like you were sitting in this energy of overwhelm because of all the messages you were getting. So it was like analysis paralysis in a way. And that's something that you're learning to not sit in so much because it doesn't help you. It's not advantageous for you. Let's see what else. I feel like there's one more, and then there might be love coming out. It just feels like it's like, yeah, the star who was keeping you from showing up in your most magnificent life and putting yourself out into the world so people could see you. Literally, the stars, what I'm hearing, your star seed energy was hidden and is now coming to light and is going to be so powerful for you on this new journey with this Fool card and the Queen of Swords. It was just like stuck in a bottle. I don't know why I keep hearing I'm a genie in a bottle. I'm getting so many teeny bopper things. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse, the Sun in reverse, like all these confirmations of all this backward ass energy that you were sitting in for the longest time. King of Wands, doing nothing. Right? So like it was like you were like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, why don't you try doing something? And you're like, I'm overwhelmed. And they're like, you're still not doing anything. So that is getting cleared up for you. Can we get some clarity on this High Priestess, please? It's so funny. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. You're balancing your energy a lot more now. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You may have been trying to rush the process. I'm even hearing like rush money into your account. Right? Like it's like you were chasing money for the longest time. And once you stopped chasing money, things got a lot better. Um, yeah. We have the King of Cups here. You balanced your emotions. Can you tell me more about this King of Cups? This feels like a sneaky person, not in a bad way, but like a sneaky love energy that's like popping out right behind you. um, I'm also getting that like your financial sovereignty, which has come out before for the collective, your financial sovereignty and your views on your own financial sovereignty is what was keeping a lot of this chaotic energy. Like it had to do with money, how you viewed money, how you viewed your relationship to money, your worth, because we also have the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. Let's get one more card, please. Oh, two came out. Yeah. You became the Queen of Cups and you came out of contemplation and like literally forced yourself into this new journey. And your Starseed family is so happy for you. I'm going to clear this and then I'm going to reshuffle. I'm excited for y'all. This is a huge phase to be in right now. Yeah, we have the Emperor popping through. Some of y'all might have love coming into your life. It's going to be quite powerful. So just get ready for that. Just get ready for that. It feels like you're like lightweight prepared, but you might not be prepared on how fast it might move. What else does the collective need to know right now? Ah, the Hanged Man in reverse. The Sun card. Yeah, you're shining so bright. Your Starseed family is so proud of you. I want to know what the Six of Swords is reverse. Chariot in reverse. They're explaining more of a little bit of past energy. Yeah, but we have the Six of Wands here. Your Starseed family wants you to keep momentum. That doesn't mean that you're obviously like forcing yourself into doing work and not resting, but because we have the Hanged Man here in reverse with the Sun, with the Six of Swords in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, followed by the Six of Wands, basically tells me that like you are going to be and are already becoming super successful. But your inability in the past and even like not speaking up for yourself because my throat's getting very froggy, your inability in the past to walk away from your own fear is what was slowing you down. And you may even, maybe for the next 24 hours, I'm going to get clarity on this. Check if there's anything else that you want to walk away from, right? It doesn't mean you're living in your shadow. It means like, oh, I've had this thought of getting rid of this thing or like saying goodbye to this person or walking away from this. That's so funny. See, everybody gets their messages when it's meant for them. Like it's bananas the things that I'm seeing in my head right now. So bananas. I'm like, I can't even follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Can you tell me some more about this, please? Give this card. That's like really pushing out the bottom. Strength. That doesn't feel like you having to be strong right now. It actually feels like the courage. Feels like courage. Courage to follow your dreams. Have some courage. Lean into your courage. Yeah, the Emperor. You might be nervous every once in a while to go big. Like I hear like go big or go home. You might be a little bit nervous, but that's okay. They want you to just keep on moving. The more you move forward, the more that nervousness is just going to alchemize itself and everything becomes easier once you start moving. Yeah, this is past energy of you slowing yourself down. The Lovers. Take care of yourself right now. But again, I still feel like this is love. You have love coming towards you. For those manifesting love, it's coming towards you and it's on its way to you. The more you follow your path, the closer the love becomes. Closer it gets. I'm also seeing a lot of sunflowers. Two of Cups in reverse. Y'all are about to get your butts handed to you. I'm just kidding. We literally have the Two of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Wands. This is like this isn't coming from your star seed family. I literally heard ancestors with this one. Your ancestors have been trying to tell you to stop spending so much time by yourself and being so guarded. You're spending way too much time by yourself and with your own thoughts. You need to go socialize. That's really funny. Yeah. It's like it's almost like sunflowers on my fave. It's almost like you hi. It's you're keeping yourself stuck in old energy because you're unwilling to like do new things. Do new things. Like just try new things. Um, it's gonna lead you to where you want to be. The pieces are there, but you just gotta follow them. Yeah. The Tower reverse. Okay, y'all. For folks who are manifesting love or moving in that direction, like you really gotta like put yourself out there. If you're really serious about like love, if you're like, I want love or else, like that kind of energy, it's like, well, you have to like stop being so guarded. But that also feels like an energy thing that you might be experiencing. So sit in meditation, clear out your aura, see how approachable you are outside. See if people actually come up and talk to you. That's always a good read to see how your energy is with receptivity. Because if people come up and talk to you, say random things, smile at, like they interact with you, that's going to let you know that your energy is open and where it needs to be. If you're going places and people aren't talking to you, that sort of thing, your energy might be a little bit cold, right? Because if people can't approach you, or if you're constantly walking around with like your headphones in, or you're looking down at your phone, or you're just way too distracted, like people aren't gonna people aren't gonna approach you. Your love can approach you. I know that's for me. It says their messages to get out more. Yeah, it's like get outside. It's like I don't even know. Get outside. This cycle needs to end. It's trying to end. Yeah. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Come on, people. Get outside so you can meet your friends and the fun stuff. They're just literally saying the same thing for this pile. Like, love is coming to you, but you have to like spark it in your own life, if that makes sense. Like, love requires magnetism. It requires vulnerability. It requires availability. If you are unavailable, if you are not open, if you're signaling to people that you're not interested, then why would they take the time to come talk to you, right? Like your energy, as I mentioned before, your energy speaks before you do. So if your energy reads as cold, they're not going to approach as much, at least the people who you are wanting to approach. Do you need a loyal spiritual Jamaican man in your life? Hey, speaking of love, why are you single? There's other single people on this call that I know of. Your name is Paul Lawrence. You have a cartoon as your photo. People are funny. People are funny. I'm gonna get 3 more guidance cards, and then we're gonna go into tarot 10. Does anybody want tarot 10 tonight? That's super funny. I can feel your energy. What do you feel? Tell me what you feel. If you can feel my energy. Wisdom. What can you feel? Now I'm curious. Do tell me. Share all, Paul. Paul. I do. I sent it your way. Okay. Let me pull up my Cash App really quickly. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Shiza. Hold on. I need to. The perks of traveling. Let me log on really quickly to this thing. But CC, each time I dream, it always comes true. What are you talking about? Paul, you changed the subject. That wasn't what I asked. I'm not answering those questions, Dawn Clear. It's a rule. I don't do our so and so coming back together and that sort of thing. I don't like to support those. Let's see. Oh no, I'm telling you how spiritual I am. Ah, okay. But are you gonna answer my question about what you can feel? Because that's what you said. I don't need to know how spiritual you are. I just want you to answer the question. Um, just curious because you said you can feel some things. I want to know what you can feel. Um, okay, Antoinette, I have my thing up now so I can see it. Thanks for saying it. Anybody else need a tarot 10? Write tarot 10 in the chat. Let's get 3 last guidance cards. Today was a fun reading. I like star family things coming through. I'm still waiting, Paul. I'm not the type of content creator to let things go very easily. Just saying. Okay. Let's get 3 guidance cards, please, for the collective. What should they focus on going forward? Letting go. Letting go. Let go of any fear, any doubt, but also it feels like control. Control of how things are supposed to happen for you. Let it go. Or as we say also in yoga, let it dissolve. Let it dissolve. Let it dissolve. Like an ice cube in water. Cut ties. They're coming for y'all. Your energy is like a radio frequencies flowing. Yeah, basically. I mean, I do call myself Batty from Fern Gully. We have cut ties. We were mentioning this earlier. Releasing any last parts that you no longer want to carry, whether that's people, ways of thinking. I'm also hearing how you spend your money. Some of you might be a little tight with your money for those who are learning how to let money flow. You got Jamaican connection. I do. Yes, you are correct. What else do you know? Now I'm curious. You sparked my interest. Sometimes people come on TikTok talking out their ass. You know what I mean? Oh no. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. Creativity. Okay. Does this not sum up the entire reading for you all? So focus on your creativity, release, and dissolve. This is your immediate next steps. So make sure that you are, again, going through all the things that you have, going through your mindset, right? If you're noticing throughout the day, I'm getting that froggy voice again. If you have to speak your truth to some people, make sure you do it. Get that clarity. Speak up for yourself. Ask for what you need. I'm pulling cards for Tarot 10 and it's $10 after this. But I'm not answering like who's coming, is so and so coming back into my life or financial stuff. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So if you're going throughout the day and you realize your energy might be shifting, pause and ask yourself why it's shifting. Pause and check in with your energy. Do extra body scans right now. Yeah, we have knowledge at the bottom. Read a book. You might have a message in a book, but also read yourself. Read your energy. Stop worrying about other people's energy. Like, it's what weird. Stop worrying about other people's energy right now. Focus on your own. Remember, you are lucky. And everything's going to be solid. So I'm going to stop the collective reading here right now, and it's 44:06 on the clock. Can I show you a picture of my hand? That sounds creepy. No. Why do I need to see your hand? No. No, please don't. I don't want to see your hand. For whatever reason. Antoinette, I'm going to take a couple of sips of my drink and then I will start your reading. I don't want to look at your hand. And that's like no shade. It's just, I don't know why I would need to do that. And I don't want to. You also didn't tell me why. Why do you need to show me your hand? I prefer full context. The markings on my hand are so different from everybody else. Did you come in on here to just talk about your spirituality? Your spirituality. Lots of people, we all have differences. We all have spiritual markings. Not to minimize you, but I love to celebrate these things. But I'm just curious by the way you're speaking, your flow of sharing is interesting. Are you surprised by your own spirituality? Is that why you're talking about it like this? Like, are you surprised by your own markings? My doctor is a spiritual doctor. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Yes. Okay. You are surprised by your own spirituality. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Well, welcome to the right place. I'm a spiritual teacher. This is all the things. You're welcome to vibe here. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. But I will not be looking at anybody's body parts whatsoever unless you book an Ayurvedic session and then you can show me your palm. You can pay me $333 and I will look at your palm. Oh, you're here. Okay, good. I didn't even know you were gone. Any reading for me? What if you pay? Yes. So you have to send $10 to Flourish Sachet if you want a flash reading. I'm not doing, is this person going to come back to my life? I'm not doing big financial readings. Okay, Antoinette. I will do yours first. Okay, I have your question. I see it. I see it. I am drinking fresh masala chai. I've been making it. It's been great. It's so good. I'm living my best life. I feel so like relaxed. I don't know. There's something about this lamb that just makes me like float around like a caterpillar. It looks delicious. It's so freaking good. It's so good. I drink it all throughout the day, along with green tea and lots of water. Can you tell me Antoinette's next steps, please? Interesting face. The reason I'm laughing is because I heard get ready. You're getting two very specific messages. Get ready as in prepare. Immediate next steps. It's like I'm reliving my life over. Are you on Groundhog's Day, you mean? Which life? This life, another life, past life? What you mean? You have a duplicate of yourself? Did you go back in time? I'm gonna need more clarity in your sentences. I'm hearing music. Okay, so I'm hearing two very specific messages for you, but they're very straightforward, Antoinette. The first card that came out is Castaway Negativity and the Knight of Cups. So there's needing you still to focus right now on your emotions. I heard like get ready and prepare, but like it's an emotional thing. I'm like, because the way it kind of feels is like you're in the Knight of Cups energy and then you shift out of it and the water goes all over the place, right? The cups, it's like you are having trouble staying centered through changes sometimes. And your immediate next steps is to focus on why change makes your emotions go right at a drop of a hat. Because it feels like when I'm seeing this Knight of Cups, it's very like, like you're like going, going, going. Yeah, I'm fine. One little thing, and then right. They want you to focus on your emotions, and the castaway negativity is like that card is all about self belief and you in relation to the change, right? So seeing it for you, the change is for you, but how can you attach a more positive lens on it? Because right now, whatever is shifting around, it's like you slip and slide into a little bit of negative thinking, and then it overrides everything, and your emotions become unbalanced. And so they're like, what is it that's allowing it to override that needs to be let go of? Grand Rising, hold on real quick. The other part of this message is Elixir of Life and the Hanged Man in reverse. So a reminder, just funny because we were talking about this earlier, for you of like needing to put on your calendar more like fun activities for yourself. Like, and also drinking from the cup of life is what they're saying. Like taking every moment and trying to see the beauty in all of it and being grateful for life itself and what you have and seeing the different perspectives of like people in your life, of how you make your money, of how you show up. um it's I'm also getting this energy of like like stop trying to question everything. Like it's almost like they want you to be in this seat of like observe what is happening with your emotions, make note of that, heal it, release it, let it go. Enjoy life, observe, have fun, but don't try and like question everything about it and turn it into a task, because they're like it's the hanged man energy in reverse, and the hanged man is like asking you to be reflective, looking at it, seeing things, questioning it. They need you to come out of that energy. Like you're too much in the energy of like I need to know every single step, or like should I do this, or it's like too many questions. They want you to observe. It's like more of a calm, zen centered energy so that you can enjoy life. So those are your two immediate things that you like really have to focus on so that you can move forward on your path with more ease. And your manifestations are going to come a lot faster, but it also feels a little bit like it's not like just about your energy work. Like the energy work and all of that is helping as well, but this is your ability to stay centered regardless of what is happening. It's like almost an ascended view of looking at life, right? Very, very mastering in your emotions and your mind and seeing things. It's not detachment. It's not detachment because you can see things from a higher perspective, but you still enjoy all of the love and your heart chakra opens up, right? It's like a different type of living life. So I'm going to stop that there. I'm not answering relationship questions like that. Sorry. And you have to send $10 to Flourish Ashe. Is that making sense? Oh, you said makes sense. I just missed it. Very straightforward. Does anybody else need a tarot 10? Anybody else? Oh, I put a lot of ginger in this one. Ginger is so good for you, though. I love it. I love it so much. What a life we live. I've been doing Breath of Fire in the Rising for the past couple of days, and it's been helping me feel more balanced throughout the day. Good. Yeah, alchemize it. Alchemize it. Don't sit in the energy, just alchemize it, right? Allow yourself to move through it. Use the tools that you have. Allow life to be easier. Allow life to be easier for you. Also, reminder everybody, I'm going to be going live on Thursday for Z After Dark. So it'll be Wednesday evening, I think, for the US. It'll be Thursday rising for me. I'll be answering questions around intimacy and all the things that we usually talk about that are taboo as a continuation of quantum intimacy codes. So make sure you follow me on TikTok so you get notified. I also dropped it in the learning portal in Podia for folks who are in Podia as well. If you look off to the side where it says like the upcoming events, you're going to see the intimacy chat live on TikTok, so you can register for it and get notified also there. And in my link tree, it's the very first button. I put it up today. So make sure you come. It's going to be, no pun intended. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. And for folks who missed any of my previous announcements, The Mango Man and Other Manifestations is officially in hard copy. I'm loving all these jokes. It's officially in hard copy. So go buy it. Go enjoy it. It's it's almost as the same as the podcast, but the podcast is more of an interactive, like storytelling, guessing game. The book is an actual book with the stories combined all together. So it's really fun. And even if you listen to the podcast and you want the hard copy, go get it. If you want to support, order it. It's awesome. I'm really excited about it. It was a fun journey, really fun journey. Are you doing the chat? I'm going to adjust so I'm going to adjust it. It's not going to be in place of. Because also, here, I'll do this. So the Z school is going to move up a little bit before the chat. I had to look at my notes. Hi, Stacy. How are you? How are you? Does anybody else need a tarot 10? I'm going to stay on for another couple minutes. I'm okay. First time love. Ah, hi. Are you asking for a tarot 10, Shyla? Your question is, can you do pregnancy? If so, I'm in early pregnancy. Are you asking if you're pregnant or are you saying you're pregnant? Because I don't think that needs a reading if you know that you're pregnant. You could also take a pregnancy test. That'd be a better. I don't think it's a good investment for me to do a reading to see if you're in early pregnancy. You could take a pregnancy test. You might as well spend your $10 just doing that. Self space. Hi. How's it going? Shyla, do you not want to take a pregnancy test or something? Is that what's going on? just curious. Okay, you want a reading but don't know what to ask. Do you want general advice? You can always submit and I can just ask whatever you need to know right now. Everything all right. How's yours? I'm great. Thanks for asking. Ah, you found me on your For You page. Fun. Um, what is it? What is your name? Bodacious? Cautious? I don't know how to say it. Hi, good to see you. How are you? Okay, Cosmic Medicine Woman. Got it. Good to see you. I'm doing tarot tens right now. If anybody needs a tarot ten, I'm just reading the TikTok messages. So if you have or need a tarot reading, a flash reading, you can send $10 to my Cash App. It's $10. Yeah, it's 10. You can send it to Cash App. It's $. It's also in the description of this. It's $ flourish, FLOURISHASE. So flourish Ashe. And as a reminder, I'm not answering any questions that are so and so coming back to me. I'm not doing big financial questions or anything like that. But if you need general guidance, like if you're like, I want a reading, like that other person was asking, I don't know if they're still here. I want a reading, but I don't know what to ask. You can just say, what do I need to know right now? Basically, when you send it over and I'll read it. Or if you have a personal question that you don't want to write in the chat, you can also put it on the Cash App box thing and I'll just answer the question for you. Peace, love, light, wholeness, patience, and virtue. You are an amazing soul and pillar here for the earth of humanity. Those who have the opportunity to connect with you should be more respectful. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're so nice. It's Coco from your last quantum code. Oh, hi. How are you? Quantum intimacy codes class. You can call me Coco. Okay. Okay. Now I will recognize your handle going forward. Hey, I am. Hi, how do you, Zachariah? Is that what you go by? Hey, hey. Who else was in Quantum Intimacy Codes? It's so great. That was a really fun journey. I'm gonna do some more journeys like that. Have you been doing your 30-day love manifestation? Who's been doing it? I've been checking in with people. Okay, sent your offering. Okie dokie. Let me pull it up. Let me reload. Okay, you're ready. 1 second. Did you send it to Cash App or PayPal or someplace else? I don't have it yet on Cash App. Coco. I'll give it a second and I'll reload it, but it hasn't come through yet. I love seeing all these wonderful people. I know sometimes people say they sent it and then they forget to press the button. Hi, what's with the dots? Are you lost for words? Is that why you're putting doubly, how many? Doubly, triply ellipsis? Is ellipsi? I don't know. Ellipsises? dot, 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 dot. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, try now. Had to confirm. Oh, okay, I just got it. Perfect. Okay, what you need to know. Got it. I will do the reading for you right now, Coco. Mm. Coco, you have very calm energy right now. I think everybody in the whole collective is getting the Elixir of Life card right now. Bye, Internet. Happy to help. What? Okay. Let's see what else does Coco need to know about intuition. Woo! That one had a life of its own. I'm not gonna show my table. You mean like the spread? You want it like this? Is that what you want? What are you talking about? What do you mean inauthentic? If you're being rude, I'll remove you from the group. Be mindful what you say here. I am an activist. Well, some people have trust, you know? You have one more warning and then you're out of here. Okay, Coco. So, what I have for you in terms of your advice, so the first, no, I'm asking you to be respectful, and because you're not being respectful, I'm going to remove you from the group because it is a rule of the group. So, what I have first for you, folks, is the intuition card. And when it first came out, there was a big energy of like your guides wanting you to trust what you are feeling, what you are sensing, what you are seeing into, especially with the future, whether you're getting visions or picking up things in your dreams, to follow it more than what you've been following right now. And we also had the emperor kind of pop up and fly out. And what that kind of tells me um, is also they want you to take action on what you are receiving, not just receive your visions, receive your downloads, and then like write it down and then ponder on it and reflect on how you can take action. Like they want you to shorten the timeline of when you receive the download to moving forward in your life and also trusting it. Like it feels like you're on a journey right now of trusting the capacity of your visions and allowing them to be so accurate for you because they are. And it's like they know that you know that like deep down, but they want you to fully believe it and love it and allow it to guide you moving forward. Like you don't have to use as much logic all of the time because sometimes your intuition and your downloads are going to defy logic. Um, and the other card, which has been coming out for everybody, is the Elixir of Life, but we also have it with the Two of Swords, which is an energy of like either you're going to decide to move forward in your life and enjoy life, or you're going to hold on to a perspective of like sometimes life is going to be difficult, and that's just the capacity of what you're going to believe in. Um, and so they want you to release that way of thinking. And you may not even be consciously doing it. It could just be something that lingers in your energy from time to time, or like it's almost like they want you to shift into fully taking the lead in having a joyful life. It's like instead of waiting for things to come find you or things popping into your life, take action to schedule it into your calendar. Take action to catch up with the people you want to talk to or travel. I'm also like hearing like travel to the places you want to go to, even if that's like a road trip or go to a movie that day or like go on a long walk or get delicious food. Like food seems really fun too. But it's like all these little like dates I'm seeing like dates. So I don't know if, if you like to do fun things for yourself, but they want you to lean into that and choose, because there's like a little bit of residual energy that feels like it's being let go of, and a new manifestation with your new timeline where life is easier and life only gets better from here. It's almost like an affirmation that I'm hearing in the spiritual realm of like, life only gets better from here, right? Life only gets better from here. Every day is a perfect day to have fun, like that type of energy. It's like they want you to consciously choose to move into that energy of the universe loves me, everything gets better from here, show me how good it gets. It's like you are commanding that goodness into your life. But again, the heavy theme around taking action and leading with your intuition. So I'm going to close the reading here. Is that making sense for you, Coco? Does that make sense for you? Feel free to let me know. Yes, my mouth is wide open. Don't catch a fly. I'm glad it aligns. I'm glad it aligns. Definitely take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I didn't tell you anything, how? You don't have to tell me anything. Despite this other person that I actually deleted from the channel, like, this is what I do, folks. It's just a skill, right? When we are connected, I can read anything about you. I don't like, you want to see the table because your brain, like this person, their brain couldn't comprehend being around someone who's an actual seer. And it's like they mistrust everything. So they must be proven, right? Instead of sitting and observing and doing all the things. So I am not a big fan of that energy, which is why I removed them. Because it's like, so I'm glad that it landed with you. That's so amazing. Yay. I overanalyze everything. So this was spot on. Yeah, you don't have to anymore. It feels like you definitely do not have to do that anymore. You are free from that life. You are free from, you know, having to second guess things or double check that. I don't know why I hear like, not like maybe even with finances, like double check that you have the money or something like that. Um, can you repeat the mantra? What was I saying? Like everything gets better from here, or like show me how good it gets, or every day is the perfect day. I can't remember what I said after that. I was just channeling. You know what I mean? Like it just like, um, if anybody else remembers, maybe they'll write it in the chat. Oh, but you know what, Coco, since it's being recorded, just hop over onto my YouTube once I'm done streaming and you can just watch the recording. Your reading probably started up about an hour and 5 or 6 minutes. So it'll be here, so you can always rewatch it. I just leave them up and post it so folks can kind of go through and do whatever they want to do. Was that helpful? Does anybody else need a tarot 10? Anybody else? Anybody? I'm still hearing that Wang Chong song, which is funny. Everybody. Good. Yeah, if you want to get a reading, you just have to send $10 to the Cash App. So it's $flourish, FLOURISHASE. So flourish Ashe. I'm not answering anything about is so and so going to come back to me, that sort of love stuff. And I'm not answering any big financial questions. But if you need like, if you're like, I want a tarot reading and I need general guidance, or I have a question, or what do my ancestors need to tell me, like whatever you want, you can go ahead and ask it. When you send over the Cash App, you can type in your question there, or if you have a sensitive question, you're welcome to put it in there. as well, and I'll just answer it. And then I'm also recording on YouTube. So if for some reason you don't catch everything, it'll be recorded on YouTube from today's reading, starseed reading. So yeah, if anybody needs a tarot 10, definitely let me know. It's always so funny when people start asking about past relationships, even if it's like whether you're real or robot or not, like it always makes me laugh. Like I will forever think about my coach. And I know I mentioned this before of like, if someone left, like let them go. You know what I mean? Like let them go. Move on. Do your healing. Focus on yourself. I'm particular about like I don't think readers should be answering certain questions that are actually going to cause harm to people. And I feel like those type of questions cause a lot of harm to people. Because even if let's say like, oh yeah, they might come back, it could be the energy today and then tomorrow they're just like, nah, and then the energy changes again. But also like me answering that question for you is not helping you do your healing. It takes away your autonomy and like your ability to tend to yourself. So if anybody's ever wondering why I don't do those, that's why. And financial things can just be a little tricky, and I feel the same way about those. Like people get very reliant on like asking other people how to run their finances, and it's like it's different if you're going to go ask a financial professional, and yes, you can have guidance and that sort of stuff, but at the end of the day you are responsible for your finances. At the end of the day, I'm all for people doing financial sovereignty and healing themselves. So I would just not like I'd rather not be that type of reader. I'm just not. So yeah, if anybody wants a tarot 10, I'm going to stay on for the next like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to head out. This is the final call for folks to do a reading. Oh, Ideal, I just got yours. Where are you tuning in from? Are you on YouTube? Are you on TikTok? I don't see you. Oh, oh, there we go. I see you now. I was like, what? I don't see no Ideala. Hi. Okay. I will do this lovely reading for you. How are you? Long time. That's my human version of that emoji. You know what song I heard when I started shuffling Ideala? You know that song by it's not Ashley Simpson, Pieces of Me? I don't know why that came there, but it came through. It's a pieces of me. I am moody and messy. I don't know why that's coming up. Ooh, karmic justice. Let me get some clarity from the tarot deck. Do you know that song, Ideala? It's very much so like a self-love song. Yes. I am getting heavy financial energy on this reading for you, Ideala. I wouldn't be surprised if it played today at work. The playlist has been back 2000. So that's so funny. I'm like, I don't know why that song would come through. but I'm getting like heavy financial energy from this reading. The first card that came out is Equilibrium with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And so immediately when it came out, it felt like, I don't know, I also felt some stuff in my chest. So you might have some heart chakra things to heal around self-belief. And worthiness of like receiving and fully letting go of the past and how you've had to do things in the past. It's almost like I'm hearing like a magical life is like knocking at your door, but you just have to believe it in a way. Um, and so every once in a while, it feels like this underlying energy of, is this really going to happen for me? Or like, am I able to do this? Or not even like how long it's gonna take, but every once in a while, it's very minor, and then but it kind of like lingers and then sits in your heart space and then kind of like turns into this different type of energy. But we also have the karmic justice card here with the death card, um, of like you needing to, in those moments where you, if you feel any sort of doubt or you're going through change, it's like allow the cycle to fully dissolve and let go. um because you already started your like dharma, like your good karma, and it's already been happening for you. But I'm also getting, you might need to take a little bit more action with the direction of your energy, and that may be why it feels every once in a while like not confusing, it's not the word, it's like, is this going, I literally just keep hearing like, is this going to happen for me? Or the vision that you have for yourself, like, is it actually possible? Yes, it's possible, and yes, it's here for you right now, but it's your belief and action and letting go of the past. Because it still feels like energy from your past, especially from other people, you're hanging on to still a little bit too tight. um, And so this new beginning for you can't fully come into fruition. It's like it's moving towards you and it's trying to and it wants to, but you still have one hand in the past a little bit, just a little bit. And so your ancestors want you to work on believing in yourself and moving forward and taking it day by day, but also focusing on a little bit of heart healing right now. And know that you're already on your destined path, but now you need to focus on guiding your energy, right? Manifest and guide it towards where it needs to go and face whatever is coming towards you. It doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It just means like every day is not going to be a cakewalk, right? But that's just our mind that usually makes it quite difficult. Um, so just keep moving and keep going, but let this cycle die so you could like really enjoy the fruits of your labor, because it's like it's trickling in and you're enjoying it and enjoying it and enjoying it, and then it may look like things aren't trickling in, but they really are so trickling in, but you just have to keep moving down the path type of energy. But I'm going to stop the reading there. Is that making sense, Ideala? But really focusing on your emotions with the equilibrium card. That resonates so much. Yes. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, that's what it feels like. You're doing the right things. It's just like almost like steering the boat in the right direction, like catching the wind, like Moana, catching the wind and like going in that direction. But you kind of have to decide what island you want to go to. Maybe you're traveling. Have you decided? Maybe that's something that's happening for you. Figure out an island that you want to go sit on and go to the island. That might be a literal thing for you because I was very specific. I had an image of that recently steering a boat. See? Confirmation, even more. See, it's all energy. all energy. So, you know, guide your boat. Where do you want to go? Catch the wind, put the energy there, right? The energy is the wind, and you head towards that island full speed ahead, gently, gently and safely, so you can go relax and have fun. Um, yeah, this is your new life, but like with freedom, which I tell people all the time, like with freedom comes a responsibility to choose it, right? Like the universe will give you everything that you want, like, and your ancestors will give you everything you want. But if for some reason, you don't actively choose it, it just sits there. It's kind of like if someone puts a plate of food in front of you and you're hungry, but it's like you're just looking at the food. You have to like engage with it consistently. So then you feel satiated, right? Aw, big hugs, big hugs. And that's, true for everybody. It's the same thing about happiness, about spirituality. If you want to change anything in your life, you have to continue to engage in the thing that is going to guide you and take you to the point of your life where you want to be, right? So you just got to keep going. And what is that phrase? You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? It's up to you. And energy flows where attention goes. So if you want to manifest that travel, being on an island, all the goodness, you have to put energy behind it. And running a business, right? It's same type of thing. Like a lot of people I've noticed in the spiritual space, they want to follow the calling, they want to do all these things, but then they get caught up in the ethereal. They get caught up in, oh, I'm just getting all these downloads. Like they're like fixated on just the spirituality that they forget about the physical realm. But like, when I was manifesting being a marathon runner, right? I visualized it, and then I went out and bought new running stuff, and then literally became a marathon runner, right? It was like, and it happened so fast. Marathons were just finding me, like, and it was just something that I love doing. And so you have to keep moving forward. If you want to move to that island, like maybe look at different islands, pack your bags, get rid of all of the crap that you have. Right? I tell you all the time, you want to travel, you want to live overseas, like you want to hop to country, like you can't do that with 50 million boxes of junk, you know? Have you cleared out your stuff, Ideala? If you want to go be on this island and sail the boat. What about you, TikTok? Are any of you wanting to manifest travel? You have to clear out the old. It's just completely necessary. Right before I manifested my traveling, which by the way, you should follow my new YouTube. It's brand new. It's called the Travel Savage Diaries. On the Fairy Medicine Woman page, you can find it in the collaboration section. I had to cheat. Oh, cheat out. I was like, what? Like a card game or something? Yeah, old energy, old folks that just don't resonate with you anymore. Like you have to clear it out, even down to your. I was like, "Are you like what are you doing? Are you playing chess in the park?" Um, you have to let go of that. To open up the pathways. Yeah, you have to let go of the physical things, and even with my life, like I manifested travel, and I wanted to hop around from country to country, and that's what I do. And I still release in every country, like every single time. If spirit's like, it's time to change, it's time to change. I go donate, I give everything away, and then I get a brand new, like, wardrobe, meaning like 6 new items because I don't like to carry a lot. And then it evolves um, for wherever I need to go. But it's like you have to ask yourself, are you doing that? Are you someone who likes to hold on to text messages and all these things? I was talking to my friend, and I was like, you know, all of these men that you've talked to who have ghosted you, why are they still in your WhatsApp? Like, I was like, why are they still there? Well, I'm gonna, archive the message. And I was like, why? It's like, well, I want to wish them happy birthday. And I'm like, have they ever wished you happy birthday? And they're like, well, no. And I was like, why? Like sometimes people are so, they hold on to things so tightly. And I'm like constantly getting rid of things, constantly. Like it's how I can manifest really quickly. Same with my photos. Once I'm done with the video, it's added. Like my phone is cleared out. Um, and it keeps energy clean. It allows you, like you said, allows the pathways to stay open. Thank you. See, my lunch break is about to end, but yes, this was so encouraging. My boat's engine just got revved up again. Yay, amazing. Yeah, take the big boat, go to your island. You don't need the dinghy. Hi, Shantae. We were just talking about clearing out old stuff, literally getting rid of junk. Do you have any junk you need to get rid of? Everything always happens when it's meant to. I was also doing tarot 10, so if you need anything, just let me know. Um, I'm having a closet sale. Yay! Is it already started? Like, is it more than one day? Being attached to your things is such a drag on your energy. And it also just, I don't know, it keeps you in the past. Oh, that was what I was saying. It turned out, that they had lost a lot of people in their life, and that's why they were kind of holding on to things. And I was like, I lost a lot of people in my life too, and I know that everybody deals with it differently. And I was like, but I give you full permission to like delete my photos because I'm gonna come haunt you anyways. I was like, I'm strong enough to talk to you through a mirror and do all the things. So if you fucking try and save an old ass photo of me because that's how you want to remember me, I'm gonna be pissed. It's like, have I taught you nothing about the spiritual realm? You want to keep a fucking photo? That's how I would feel. Yes, I'm clearing out all my old clothes and household stuff. My ancestors been yelling at me to sell. Yeah, get on it. What are you waiting for? What you waiting for? Just get rid of it. Donate it. If you can't sell it, donate it. There were many times in my path where it was like the donating just had to happen because they were like, "This is a money block. Nobody's gonna buy your stuff." And I was like, "That is cruel, but also I get it." I was like, "Why is nothing selling? I don't understand." And then like I gave like almost like 90% of my house away. And then I had like maybe like 10 items left. And then they're like, okay, now you can make money from your things. And I posted it and I got like it was like 10,000 requests on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, "For a toaster?" You couldn't do that on the bigger items. If it doesn't sell, I decide to just donate it or give it away. Yeah, donate it or give it away. I would if you can donate it to some sort of shelter or people who actually need it. I never give my stuff away to folks who have stuff. Like, my for the longest time, people would be like, "Why don't you give it to your family?" I love my family, but fuck that. Like, they have money, they have access to things, they have water, they have more than one house. They do not need a fucking toaster. They can buy another toaster. I'm gonna go give it to somebody else. I'm like someone who needs a toaster and sweatshirt and socks and all those things and doesn't have money. Like people have a tendency to always give it to people in proximity to them, but it's like give it to somebody who doesn't have the thing, like who has way less access. Like it literally doesn't make sense. Like, and when my family's like, "Oh, like I don't want it. Don't give it to me. Go give it to somebody who needs it. I have clothes on. I got money." you know? And it's like, stop giving me gifts that I don't want either. Just give me money. I'm leaving. Bye. Like, look at this pretty frame. I don't want it. It doesn't fit in a suitcase. I love you. I'll remember what you look like. on the old photo of you. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be remembered through an old photo. I mean, if you need one for the ofrenda. But like, if I live this entire life and it boils down to an old photo of me, I'm gonna, I'm gonna do what my ancestors do and like come back and burn stuff. Like I will be like, oops, zap. Like there goes the photo. Didn't, and I'll write on the wall, didn't I tell you no old photos? And I'll draw a smiley face. Love Z. Now look in the mirror so I can talk to you. That's what I'd do. I'd cackle through the mirror. I would be a horrible ghost. I would be a horrible ghost. I would not let anybody sleep. No, I totally would. But if I was a spiritual teacher on the other side too, I would be like, I see you not meditating. And I would be the one to like kick you out of bed. Like, some guides are like, hey, wake up. Hi. Like, I like sometimes I'll get like, you need to go say your prayers. And I'm like, all right, I'm getting up. Right. But I would be the one to not even say anything. I would just be like, just because I can do this, I'm going to do it. That would be me. You would be so grateful. Just saying, hi. Yeah, I mean, if we get to be a ghost, like, why not do it big? Thanks for the roses. Go big or go home, right? But I get it. I mean, I don't know. My ancestors do weird stuff all the time, and I fucking love it so much. Like the fact that I can walk down the street and just be cackling because they're saying things, or like in New Orleans, like they just don't shut up. Like, and they're just cracking jokes the whole time. The whole time. It's like I would prefer that than have a spirit just walk behind me like so fucking boring, bruh. Like just do something weird, please. How are you? What have you been up to? I'm doing Tarot 10, but now I'm just chatting with everybody. Just saying hi to everybody. Does anybody have questions or anything like that? Again, I'm gonna say I love doing quantum intimacy codes with you all. That was so much fun. I'm gonna do more of that stuff. Did you all like it? I'm gonna send out a testimonial link. If you loved it and you had fun, even if you didn't, you can still do it. Send a testimonial. I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it. Um, but it's been great. I'm doing well. I just saw you online. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you so much. I feel very at peace and balanced, and yeah, I'm enjoying my traveling life and got my homemade masala chai here. You can't see it TikTok because it's like hanging out over here. Um yeah, and I feel great. Tom has been super helpful too. He gave me his like recording gear, which was really nice. And I basically cried over it because I love when people's like when people support my business and my mission, like it means more to me than someone saying I love you or like doing other things. Like when you pour into the one thing that I have dedicated my life to, it's like I will literally love you forever. Um and he also gave me some mics and stuff like that. Um so I feel really happy and just aligned and all the fun things. It literally helped me elevate into a different frequency. I could feel it. Yay! It's been great. Awesome. That was the point of quantum intimacy codes, rewiring your love frequency. I've also heard from a little fairy bird, that some people have been manifesting love into their life since the call. And that, my friends, is exciting. So exciting. Either a deeper connection with themselves or folks are literally going on dates. And I'm like, way to do the fucking work, way to follow the 30 days, way to keep moving. Sounds yummy. It's very yummy. Homemade masala chai with real spices. That's exciting, Z. I'm happy you got those gifts. Happy for you. Thank you. Yeah. Is this on your YouTube channel? The codes, quantum intimacy codes? No, it's not. It was a 3-day workshop that I ran. It's closed now, but what I could do if folks are wanting to watch the recordings, I could always open that back up if you are wanting to go through the full phase. I actually also did a bonus day and I had some other goodies and gifts. I did 3 bonus activations as well to help you change your love frequency. I did health and wellness and movement to help boost your feminine energy. There's a lot of stuff we did, which was really cool. And folks are still on their 30-day manifestation, like love journey. And each day there's a different activity to do. So if you want access to it, let me know in the chat and I can put it back up on my link tree and I can send it out to the email list. Or if you are, is it Louise Star or Luis Star? Are you on my email list or in House of Bougie Savage or in Podia? Are you anywhere? Are you anywhere? Are you anywhere? Okay, you're on. Okay, you're on YouTube. So I can make a post on YouTube for quantum intimacy codes if folks want to access the recording who missed the event. You can do it there. It's in a learning portal. So you just basically you click the link and then it'll say it's for free. You like create an account so you can get into the learning portal. And then it'll have quantum intimacy codes and you can click it like a course. So it's really easy. And then you can go through each day. And I also made a quantum intimacy codes playlist to help people's frequency. So fun. It's like 5 hours long of channeled music that I just like got the entire journey before quantum intimacy codes. You pronounced the name. Okay, perfect. Yay, I did it right. So yeah, I can definitely share quantum intimacy codes recording with you all for sure. And I will send it out. I've been listening to the playlist and doing my evening time baths. Yay! Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, when you tap into like a whole different frequency while pouring into yourself at the same time, it's wild. I've been loving as a musician and as someone who channels a lot of music and hears a lot of music and is a seer. I've been loving making the playlist. And I don't know if anybody else saw, but if you were following the Mango Man and other manifestations, there was a playlist for that as well. There's a love playlist for that as well. And so if you were to go to my link tree and click on the Mango Man and other manifestations on the web page where you can buy the book or get access to the interactive like podcast, if you scroll down, there's also a playlist on there and it includes the music that I wrote personally through the journey of the Mango Man and other manifestations. So it's really fun. If you are enjoying the playlist, it's a really fun way to interact, I feel like, and go through anything. Like, I feel like everything should be set to a playlist. I feel like if everything was set to a playlist, everybody would be happier. Just saying. I'm glad that you're listening to it. I've been getting a lot of great feedback about the playlist, actually. Almost every day, someone is telling me about the playlist. So I'm glad that it's helping you all. I'm listening to it all the time. I listened to it a million times before Quantum Intimacy Codes, and I was like, this is the vibe. It's perfect. I think I added a song to it today, too, as well. Because I was like, oh, this needs to be there. Because I heard it when I was thinking about Quantum Intimacy Codes, and that's usually how it pops up. I have a question for you all. Is there anything that you're like wanting to learn or feel like would be cool as a workshop? Do you want more love? Do you want magic? Do you want love and magic? I've been enjoying quantum intimacy codes because it's like a mix of relationships meets self-love. I feel like that is really fun to do. Um, and I was contemplating, if you want to do like any business workshops or other stuff, but I just feel like quantum intimacy codes just is so fun. I just want to swim in it. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and doing quantum intimacy codes, it's been amazing. I listened to the playlist even when journaling now. LOL, I misspelled intimacy. I love that. More I'm glad yeah, I listen to it while I'm working or if I'm walking around or I'm doing my like skincare routine because it just drops you in, because that's why music is so powerful and frequency is so powerful, um, because you were listening to it as you were, this is why I did it. You were listening to it as you were doing quantum intimacy codes, right? You were lifting your frequency. We were marking it with music and other frequencies. And so the more that you listen to it and do your self-care routine, you can drop back into that love frequency the minute you turn on the playlist, right? So it's like um we're cognitively reframing how you view love and self-care, and your body tunes in. So if you love the playlist and you're doing it with your self-care items, you're automatically going to feel that love because music is memory. So there's a lot of me thinking about how I wanted to approach this as well. But it's a part of the magic, right? And why people are feeling so attached and loving it. Because if we can condition ourselves to love it and put natural markers in our own energy, in our own body, in our own mind, in our spirit, we naturally will do it, right? So we're like I was basically helping you train yourself to do it through different avenues so that you could surround yourself with love and change your frequency. Okay, so you're saying more magic, meditation as a natural everyday thing flow. You mean like when you say meditation and more magic, do you mean like spells or deities or um yeah, what are you thinking? And meditation. I was actually thinking of maybe going live and doing some meditations with you all. Um, I do have stuff on Insight Timer. I might drop some more stuff on there. Are you thinking of like a meditation course? Showing how this is a natural practice. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. And maybe like implementing it every day. Implementation is the most important part. I heard your last video and I suck at meditation. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we need a meditation thing. Magical morning routines kind of touches on that. So maybe I need to bring that back and maybe build in some more meditations into magical morning routines. Have an amazing day. Goodbye, Louise. Look for my post. Well, it's my evening, but yeah, I should double check my schedule because I think I have a call coming. Oh, I still have some time. Um, yeah, meditation is huge. And it's definitely a foundation for living life. Like you got to know how to meditate. It's the only way you're going to like feel peace. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop thinking. I start enjoying the thinking and planning, the meditating is out the window. Yeah. Well, that's also because, your brain is addicted to thinking. When you feel the peace of not doing that, you will change your mind. Oh, I just saw your message. I might be addicted to thinking and planning. Yeah, most people are because it's control. And so they just, yeah, they just sit in that energy because it gives them certainty. It's like a dopamine addiction, especially if you have anxiety. Most people who are anxious are get addicted to overthinking and planning because it soothes their anxiety and they're just very controlling. And so anything outside of that causes chaos, but they don't actually realize how much it's like taxing on their body and their mind and their spirit, and it's not helping them. It's like a clear sign of anxiety. Same how, like, if someone has high anxiety, they'll, like, watch the same shows over and over and over and over again because it's predictable, and so when you try and force your life to be predictable, it's because you're super anxious. I've been abandoned and betrayed and left to survive alone, so I like to be in control. Yeah, but it doesn't help you. The universe doesn't work like that, you know? And it's completely up to you, like, if you enjoy thinking and you like being in control and you are happy with your life right now and you can honestly say that you are living the life that you are wanting and you feel happy and all those things, then you do what you wanna do. If you feel like, right, because this is where the empowerment comes from, if you feel like that's not the case for your life and there's things you want to manifest and there's things you want to explore, grow, then something has to change because you can't control everything. And it only like the control is the ego, and the ego will just set you up for pain because if any sort of change comes in, it's like a threat. You basically condition yourself to be hyper vigilant for no good reason. I know meditation is easy. I do it naturally with my counselor and therapist, but alone I literally struggle. Yeah, because you're subjected to your own thoughts. So you have to condition yourself to like love it and get used to it, but you also have to be empowered and you need to take accountability. Like it's I've mentioned before with More Than Worthy, like every single one of my programs, especially More Than Worthy, starts with accountability. Because it's like, even if someone comes into my space and they wanna learn this, like, you're not gonna retain it, and you're not gonna do it, and you're not gonna implement it unless you are accountable for yourself. If you are not practicing accountability, you will not do it because you don't want to do it. You haven't made a connection with your own accountability, right? Your own why, your purpose, who you are, why, like, the love that you have within yourself, and all of that falls into accountability. Without accountability, you can do nothing on your own. It's so important. It's so important. It's literally we spend like how many weeks? 2, almost 6 weeks on accountability and like doing certain things because the rest of the journey is going to be me dragging you through the mud and likely letting you go as a client if you cannot master accountability. But then it's like, I haven't done my job. Everybody masters accountability because I'm not going to let you fail. But like, it's like people don't do things naturally. Like, you have to condition yourself. But like, if you only rely on your external circumstances, that's not going to help you. Like, you have to be more internally motivated to do it, but you have to want it. And that comes from love. Like, that's accountability is a love language, literally, is what I also teach. It's a love language that we're not taught in school, but it is heavily a love language. Um, it's crazy to hear that because I take so much pride in being self-sufficient, but meditation is my Achilles heel. Yeah, we will always avoid the one thing that's good for us. Until you learn to love yourself, you will always avoid the one thing that is good for you. That's like it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The one thing that you want to do and accomplish and shows you the most amount of love is the thing that you will not fucking do because you don't know how to love yourself fully yet. If you knew and you could implement it, you would do it, but you don't. So there's a block there, right? And it's fine. It's like everybody freaking does it. That's what's so wild. Humor, love, and magic, all of it, spell meditation, different foods, teas, and routines to do while we're doing these exercises to help. Okay, okay. Like in a workshop, you want it in a workshop. That's how I'm thinking. Or you want like content videos. I can make content videos too for you to just watch on YouTube. I love workshops. I love me a good workshop. And being self-sufficient is great if it helps you. You know what I mean? Like we can't carry being self-sufficient as a badge of honor if we can't do the one thing that's good for ourselves. It's not a badge of honor. It's not something to be proud of if you can't fully do the thing that you know is going to be good for your mind. And a lot of people like to pride themselves with being self-sufficient, especially in the spiritual realm, because the whole like hermit and all that kind of energy. It's like we can't exist in the world without each other. So it's not really that helpful. Yeah, you can take care of yourself and like, yeah, you should have some sense of independence, but it's not community. It's not healing. It's like why do you want to pride yourself on being self-sufficient? Why does that matter so much? We have to ask ourselves these questions. Why does it matter? Why the hell does it matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is like having a healthy life, right? So it's like, why am I placing so much value on being self-sufficient yet I can't meditate? Answer that question. Bingo. You're in. You're in. Yeah, workshop side question. What do you do with your offering for your altars, like your fruits and your money? Well, do I just let the money stack up or donate it? I no. I usually speak to the guides and ask them what they want me to do or the energies I'm working. My computer's gonna die, or what they like want me to do with it. Things that are natural go back into nature. I don't do as many bigger offerings like that. Money bowls are also different. If it's like attached to a deity, sometimes you can donate it. Or like when I lived by like Santarias and things like that, and they had altars, I would bring that money to that specific altar so then it would stay with that deity. Otherwise, there were times when they were like, take the money out and like flow it into something else. And so I was like, okay, so I'll do that. Um, but there's all different types of things. I try to return it to nature, um, and things like that. Some stuff you have to get rid of. Um, yeah, you just kind of have to lean in and see what works best. Hold on, I need to, and folks, yeah, I'm glad you got it. I just want you to be happy. And folks, if anybody needs help, like literally ask for help. Ask for help. Like there's no point in you going through your journey. Like if you need help, like I'm obviously going to sit here and remind everybody over and over and over again that I am here to help you, but like I can only help you if you're ready to be helped. I think this will reach. Yes. Success. Like I think there's a part, I think it's in the Bhagavad Gita, where it talks about like everybody has the responsibility where it's like if you know that you can be a better person, it is your responsibility to be better. Like, and I was like, oh, I love that. So it's like, do better, take care of yourself. Okay, thank you. Yeah, of course. No, I didn't see it. I'm just seeing it right now. Shante, thank you for saying something. I can see you on did you send anything on TikTok? I can't see you on TikTok for some reason. I can see you over here though. Okay, I will do your tarot 10. You sent through PayPal? Hold on, let me pull up the other one. Oh yeah, I just got it. Okay. No, I couldn't see anything. So weird. Sometimes that happens. Um, I got you, Shantae. Hold on. Okay, I can't see if you put a question or anything on it for some reason. Did you have a question or you just want general? That's funny. Maybe you just needed to come over to YouTube. Okay, just what you need to know right now. Okay, got it. I know that was a long rant about meditation and helping ourselves, but y'all, come on. We deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. I'm taking all of your feedback for meditations, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you out. And maybe I need to bring back Claiming Accountability, which is a workshop that teaches about accountability. You know, I might need to shuffle again. You're gonna be really happy about that first card. I'll show you in a second. Shantae. Your energy is always focusing on money. That's all I want to say. You would like the accountability workshop, okay? Claiming accountability it is. Literally, it's like money, 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 money. It's literally all I could hear in the universe. Like it's like your voice repeated over and over again in different clips of just saying money. It's so funny. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Your answers are living blunt. Okay. Yeah, this is straight up from your ancestors. Yeah. Okay. So the first card out, which is the melting faces. The first card out, which is why I was laughing, was good fortune because this card is literally about freedom, but like I could hear the money, 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 money. And then this card came out, and I was like, okay, she's been thinking a lot about money. But the good fortune card, it also speaks to you allowing money to flow a little bit more. And that you are on the path of good fortune, and fortune is always going to find you and come to you. Um, so don't run away from it, is what I literally heard. Like, don't, no, it's not even like you're intentionally running away from it, but what we also have here to clarify is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a reminder to continue to work hard on your journey. Not like drive yourself into the ground, but it's like you need to put in the work and it will lead you to good fortune, right? But this is someone who's, extremely diligent. They have their pentacles, they're going one by one. They're not trying to rush, they're not trying to like force an avenue that they shouldn't go down. Like it's very different. They're like, this is steady wealth. Like you can't, I like you can't like rip it out of the sky. You know what I mean? Like, um, this type of wealth, this good fortune is like something that you will be building throughout your lifetime, and it's always going to continue to accumulate, right? It's not going to go down, but you have this fear that it's going to disappear or go away or it's not going to come. And so you have to master your mind to not be in that energy. But you have good fortune. And this card is also talks about like not necessarily like kind of treating yourself, but not like frivolously. It's like if you need a self-care day, take care of yourself. If but this card, oh, the other thing is this card also talks about like being strategic with your money, but know that you are in the money frequency, right? So it's like planning, ensuring you can take care of yourself, but also don't be afraid to like if you want to pamper yourself a little bit, like it's okay to do that for your mental health, but don't hang on to money too tightly. Then to go along with that, we have the protection card along with the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Wands is also about you slowing down, but this card also lends itself to someone who is quick, like quick to be decisive about something. But in this sense, it's not really a good thing. So they want you to not fully like lead with lead with like fast-witted type of decisions. Like stay grounded, keep moving forward, know that your path is protected and build. Like they want you to build on what you were doing, build on your momentum, build on, I'm hearing like social media, like build one thing after another, after another, after another. Again, it's like laying the brick, right? And you're putting the stuff in between, and then you're putting another brick, and you're putting the stuff in between, you're building another brick. It's like this is, you are on your good fortune path. Like, so you don't have to worry about fortune. You just need to keep building and moving forward and following your guidance so you don't make it harder on yourself. Like they don't want you to make it harder on yourself, and you're making it hard on yourself. But this, like, your money is protected, and they don't know how else to tell you that because they've told you that. They've told you that. But again, you still need to follow through with your tasks and keep building. And um, it feels like you've been doing that. Definitely feels like you've been doing that. So just continue to stay focused. But your mindset and your emotions are what drives a lot of the instability. So once that can be like shifted, this is going to be really easy because every once in a while it's just old energy that pops up and you get like distracted or angry or upset or like lash out or something, like not even really lash out, but you know what I mean, like the energy kind of whips itself out like a fire whip. And so they need you to slow down and stay grounded and keep moving forward so you can hear your guidance. I'm going to stop the reading there. Is that making sense, Shantae? Is that making sense? Is that making sense for you? We also have success out here, so you're going to be just fine. Yes, I was taking notes. Good. Yes, I love my note takers. My note takers are amazing. So good. Yeah, happy to help. Yeah, your money's fine. Your money's fine. I still think that's hilarious. I don't think I've had any sort of reading where I've heard someone's voice and like it's like it was like your voice with different clips of you talking about money, like with your ancestors or like asking for money. Like some people will sit in meditation or they'll like do their scripting or do certain things, but like you are having out loud conversations. So that's what I could see. And so I'm like, this is probably the funniest thing ever. It kind of reminds me of what is it? Is it Xavier? Is that his name from X-Men? Yeah, because Magneto's like his arch enemy or something like that. Xavier, and he like puts on the thing and then he can like see all the stuff in front of him. That's how it kind of felt. Yes, I talk to them straight up and tell them what I need. Yeah, it's like I can like hear all of your bank requests. Which not everybody talks to their ancestors like that. Like sometimes I just see the petitions or the candles or whatever, but it's like I see you talking and like motioning your hands. I even see like this, like, or like some sort of hand movement. Like you're very animated when you speak. Um, and smiling. Like it's almost like you go to either the altar or something, and I don't know, it's like you smile, or I don't know, I'm just seeing a bunch of different clips of how you do it, and it kind of makes me laugh to feel regulated to move forward. Yeah. Dollar amounts. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how you like go through it. If you haven't already, Shantae, I don't know if you were in the money Z School for the Gifted, where we talked about doing the money spell with the Bible. Were you there for that? I just saw that in my mind's eye for you. No, I don't think so. Um, okay. I'm trying to think of what um verse is it? I think it's what is it? It's not Psalm 91. What's the other one? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That one. So basically, write your money request on the petition paper that you normally would do. Use lead and then put it in a Bible with that verse. Say that verse 7 times for 7 days. Psalm 23. Thank you. Do you have a Bible? I feel like you have a Bible. Okay. Yeah, you can do that one. But the thing is because it's a prayer to God, if you write down your request, the money must be used on that list. If you try to use that money for anything else, it will not be good. You will not be good, and you will reap the benefits from God. But it's a way to speak to the universe and ask for help if you really need assistance. But again, like you must use the money on what you wrote because it's like a promise. And what I used to do when I was coming out of hardship is I would make my list and I would put the amount. And then as the money came in, I would cross it out. Money came in, cross it out, cross it out. So I knew I wasn't spending a dime until I crossed off that list because I was like, nope, made a promise to God, God delivered. Okay, good. Anybody's welcome to do that. But if you're on this call and you're hearing that, that's one of my favorites. And it works really well. But it's really up to you. Like if you don't keep your promise, like when I was going through the whole grand siphoning thing, I made promises to God and I always fulfill my promises. Um, and I watched someone else try and make promises and they did not, and they got their ass handed to them so fast. So fast. I was like, I don't know why you thought you should make a request to God and then lie about it. It's God. Like I'm like, Yipes! See you later. Can't be associated with you anymore. Um, exactly. Write the list. What you need it for. That's it. You could lay it flat in there. Don't fold it. Um, but it's a really cool spell. Like I didn't write all of them down, all the things that I did when I was in hardship that really helped me, but I really relied on my ancestors and my guides and God, to be honest, and I still do because it's the only way I prefer to live. um, and also, it was like I wasn't ever asking for things. I'm gonna close TikTok because I'm over it. Um, I wasn't ever asking for things that were out of this world or like kind of strange. So loud. Or kind of strange. Like it was always stuff that would contribute to my business. It was always things that would help me on my path, or immediate things I needed, like when I needed a computer or I needed money to pay this bill or I knew I needed to travel. Um, or it's like I needed to get my business off the ground and I needed this platform. You know, it was like always stuff that was like necessary for me to have that I was like, can you help me with this? I will use it, for what it is for. Like I wasn't putting stuff on there like, I want a Celine bag. I want to paint my nails. No, it was like, I need to make an impact. This is what I need. I need money for this many books. I wrote down everything that my business needed. And then slowly but surely, it all came to me. And then I just crossed it out one by one. But yeah, you just have to be very specific. Say the prayer. So say the prayer 7 times in a row for 7 days with your petition paper in there. You've been warned. I always tell people, like, you've been warned. If you decide to do something else, don't come crying to me. I do not want to hear about it. Take it up with God. That's how I feel. For anybody who's new to this space, you make a promise to God, you don't fulfill it. I don't need to fucking know about it. I'm not God. Yeah, it's the slow part that bothers me, I think. I need to be patient. What are you trying to rush? What do you think is slow? It's only slow because you make it slow. Because you're still attaching to the idea of time. I believe in miracles. And I know that time is based on what my current beliefs are. I know that I can speed up time. I know that I can quantum jump. I know I can do those things. But it's all down to how healed and ready I am to be able to speed up the time. And if I truly believe it. The flow of clients and movement and travel. Yeah. I mean, there is going to be times where you got to put in the work. You know, that's never not going to change. That's not going to change. It's forever going to be you putting in the due diligence, and you will be tested over and over and over again. Because the sky isn't just going to like open up unless you've shown that you are ready to receive it and you are the same frequency. But if you think about your highest self, right, trying to manifest their dream life, would they be acting like you? Would they? Or would they be trusting? And would they be working diligently? So you have to like look at it from that perspective and be like, if I'm not trusting, that's not my highest self, because my highest self trusts because they've already mastered that. They've already mastered it. So money flows to them with ease. They're not going to be worrying about when money's going to come because they already believe money comes. So that's where the work is. You know? But it takes work. It takes work, it takes consistency. It takes posting, it takes showing up when nobody's looking. It takes putting yourself out there over and over and over and over again. Sometimes, yeah, it will feel like you're watching paint dry. Enjoy the paint, you know? Like enjoy the those moments as much as you can, even if it feels like it's a lot. You know, you're just clearing energy. You're learning how to build. Building takes time in the sense of like, as I said earlier, right? On how our beliefs are. Our time is our belief. What we believe dictates time. It's something I'm working on believing, but not bypassing spiritually, as being consistent and working through it. Yeah, there's a fine line, right, with the spiritual bypassing, because there's so many coaches and programs out there that are like, I don't know, have painted, I wouldn't say unrealistic because I still believe in miracles, but I also have seen and gone through many paths and trials and errors. And even all my coaches, it's like there are stretches of time where you do sometimes have to prove yourself, like if you really want it, right? Like, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to still be able to enjoy yourself if, like, maybe you don't make it big until you're 50 or 60 or 70, right? Because it's at the end of the day, it's about the journey. It's not about you becoming an overnight millionaire. That's still your ego talking. What's fun is the journey. And when I look back on my life, like I remember feeling that way when money was tight and I was trying to build my career and I was using my magic, but I knew that my magic was only going to go as far as my beliefs. And so I kept focusing on my healing so that I could expand to limitlessness, right? And like be supported, like make my requests and then be in the 3D as much as I could, because I knew that's what was going to be required. Like my highest self wasn't someone who was just sitting on a throne, like zapping things. Like, no, my highest self would not sign up for that. They would want a journey of a lifetime, no matter what that looks like, right? Like, even if it was going to be challenging, that they would experience lots of love and maybe they would experience hardship, or it's a soul expansion journey, but we focus so much on just one aspect of it that we don't get to see the beauty of, like, like when I look back, it's like, wow, I remember being so scared that money was never going to show up, and it always did. It always did. But I spent months making myself sick to my stomach, worrying about, am I doing this right? Am like, is this going to happen? I'm mad at my ancestors. I don't trust you. But it was like, what in the Miss Frizzle? Like so much wasted time and energy. And our magic is very powerful when you have your belief behind it. It's not spiritually bypassing. Like some of the stuff that happens to me, like I like to use Tom as an example because you all got to see him for like a glimpse. But it's like I needed new tech, and I also hurt my foot, so I wasn't traveling around a lot, and that was intentional. I knew it. And it was like, am I willing to just get gifts of things that I need? And it sure enough came straight to me, right? Um, but I believe in my magic, and I believe that like the path continues to move forward, and I believe in my magnetism. And that's not spiritually bypassing because I've seen my magic happen over and over and over and over and over and over again. But I also put in the work over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I trusted when I had no clients for a long time, a long time. And it was all to prepare me for like where I'm at now. It was teaching me something. It was teaching me that it wasn't about the clients. It's never about the clients. It's never about the travel. It's never about that. That always comes. Like you learn to trust your path, you trust your journey. When you can trust it and know that it's coming, like everything gets so much easier. It's the struggle in the beginning. That's the biggest lesson, you know? It's a balance of faith and knowing that regardless of what I see and I feel in the moment or I'm where I'm supposed to be, it's the gap between the where I want to be and what I need to do. Yeah, you just take aligned action, that's all. And you follow your intuition. And you know what? Sometimes you're going to hit it on the nose, and sometimes you're not going to hit it on the nose. And you'll learn, and that's fine, right? But you have to at least keep trying. And what I always tell people as well when I'm coaching them is like, go where you are being guided and follow that. Where people end up spiritually bypassing or end up getting caught is they get into a stuck analysis paralysis or they get distracted by all their different visions of the future and then they don't end up doing anything because they think that the universe is telling them like stop what you're doing and like paint your nose. You know what I mean? Like it's like no, yes, I got those similar things on my path, right? And I had to learn and just like I teach people how to not fall into that trap of like being a little Tasmanian devil and bouncing in between things. Like you don't have to be super linear, but everything has a part to play. And I had to learn when to execute a project and when God told me to walk away, but it was always in those stages. It wasn't like today I'm going to write a chapter in my book and then tomorrow. No, God was very specific. God was like, shut your business down now. Now, sign up for this program. Now, write this book. Like it was always in sequential stages, but sometimes people like don't spend enough time in their meditation and things like that to be able to do that or to take the journey because I would learn like okay like I feel so scattered and it's like well you're looking at visions of the future but you're not actually looking at what's immediately in front of you because you just want to see all of that. You want to see how great it is and you're escaping into the spiritual realm and you're picking up on a bunch of energy of the future, right? And that's why you harness your gifts. And so now my life is very different because I learned that. And so everybody has that learning curve of like the timing, the reading my gifts, the next steps. Like it gets easier and easier and easier, but the healing is what really helps you because you remove all of the fear, the self-sabotage, the overwhelm, and all you've got is pure channel, right? Pure channel and groundedness. It's the low frequency energy that keeps everything chaotic. And sometimes, you know, it can be challenging to manage, but it gets easier. It gets so much easier, and then you realize how much freedom you have to do what you want to do, and you stay in flow. And now it's like it's to the point where God makes it very clear, like what I'm supposed to be doing down to the minute sometimes, down to the minute. Um, and it took practice. That's all. But I couldn't get the practice in if I didn't even try. If I didn't keep going, if I didn't like lean into God so much and be like, okay, I surrender my negative thinking. I'm gonna let you carry the weight. I don't want to plan. Like, I don't want to plan, you plan. I'll follow your plan, and just keep moving forward. And it gets really exciting, and it's so fun, because then you start to see your visions come to fruition, and like everything you saw before comes clearer and clearer and clearer, and then the steps become clearer and clearer. But there is a stretch of, like, being in the pit, like literally from the Bible, you will be in the pit. That is a thing. I was actually thinking of making a video on that, because for folks who have like big destinies, or feel really led by God, or want to make an impact, God literally puts you in a fucking pit. And I remember feeling so strange. Like, I had this moment. It was like I just started seeing visions of like biblical things, and then like looking up, and then I was like, why do I feel like I'm in prison right now? Like, I feel like, and then across my phone it just said pit. And it was like over and over, and then all of a sudden I would click on something, and then it would be like the story of the pit and all this stuff, and then it was like while I was healing with my family and doing all those things, and then when I made it out, it stopped. Right, but it was like there were many seasons that I went through, that God put me through in order to get me to where I am today, and it was like it's like it's a doozy. It's a doozy. But you got it. It just takes practice. Currently going through a breakthrough. This conversation is soothing my heart. Oh, yay. I'm glad it's soothing your heart. You're welcome to ask questions if you need. If anybody has questions outside of tarot, happy to help. Um, I love the spiritual journey. I know it can feel very intense. Many of you are seers. That's why I love working with you. And I know the capacity of your magic, which is why I will forever invite healing into your life and encourage you, because I wished on my entire path that I had someone by my side who knew what I was experiencing as a seer, and how weird things got, and energetic containers and ancestors and blockages, and not spiritually bypassing, and how important mental health is. And I wish I had that, but I didn't have that. And I just went through it on my own. And every once in a while had folks come and help me through certain stages for very short periods of time, but for the most part I was by myself. Um, and also being in the mental health space, and like being an activist, and colonization has really messed up, like, the spiritual reclamation journey, and we have to be really careful with it, with people's mental health. And I'm sure some of you have seen it before, right? Like, I witnessed it firsthand. I watched someone destroy their life because of spiritually bypassing on more than one occasion. And there's not really much you can do about it, because if they want to change, they will change. But like, when your brain can't comprehend that, you know, that is not reality, and that you actually have to put in the work, right? Because of colonization, a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand what that means when we say put in the work. Um, and it's been scary to see people ruin every aspect of their life because of spiritually bypassing, because they don't want to sit down, they don't want to heal, they don't want to look at themselves, and they just think that they can manifest whatever they want until everything is gone. Um, and out of all the people I've coached, I've seen maybe like two folks who I can remember off the top of my head, who it was like they were long gone, like before they even came in. And it was like really scary and sad to watch, because the thing is, like, when you're on your spiritual journey, if you take the path of your ego, everything gets torn down around you. Everything. Like I had that happen to me and I watched it happen to other people. And so like watching, because as a guide, I can always guide people to where their path is going to be, where they can make the decision, but they still have to make the decision. And if they choose the path of living in their ego, everything from there on falls apart until they learn their lesson. And it's drastic and it's fast. But if they take the path of like, righteousness or like healing and surrendering and overcoming their ego, everything gets better and they can head towards their dharma. But like some people just fight it really hard. So I totally get what you're saying about like spiritual bypassing. And I feel like people fling that phrase around even on like TikTok and things like that. And I'm like, I don't think any of you, unless you're coaching people or in the mental health space, like I don't think you've really seen the extent of how horrible spiritual bypassing can be, which is why I will talk about like when people say come to your generational healing, I'll do like reiki over your body, and I'm like, you need to be removed from the spiritual market because you are a threat to humanity and people's livelihood. Do you understand that? Like, do you understand what you're doing? You're going to bippity bop over someone is not solving that they are racist and that they need mental health care. Right? So I completely understand. I love that you've been like kind of thinking about it. These gifts ain't no joke. Yeah, exactly. Sarah in the Bible brought me peace. Sarah's amazing. Ease and trust. She didn't trust God, followed her own mind, and God still kept his word and blessed her after creating chaos. Yeah, God will always bless you. Like, God's always going to be there. God will also teach you so that you can still hold your blessings. That God does what's good for you. How do you know if it's ego running or higher self? How you feel, the ethics behind it. Again, it's like getting to know yourself and healing and what's actually driving your decisions and why you're doing it. And like your attachment to things, that's a big one. Yeah, spiritual bypassing is basically like, um, so I'll point it out from this lens because I work in activism and I do generational healing. But basically it's kind of where people use the excuse of spirituality to not do their healing or anti-racism work or decolonization work. Um, and basically become quite toxic and harmful to themselves. So like we see that a lot in imbalanced Christianity, right? Where folks refuse to look at maybe their beliefs as being sexist or racist because they believe in spirituality so much that this is what is said to be the truth. So they don't actually do their healing and understand their impact. And then I've seen a lot of people, unfortunately, like some folks who come into my space who would rather like not do their generational healing or look at their self-sabotage or how they treat other people because they believe in their higher spiritual ranking, right? Like that, it's like you're bypassing the truth of what's actually happening and using spirituality as an excuse to do it. So I am so grateful for you and how I came across being in the same space, having you as a guide has been amazing. Your videos and classes are always on time. Aww, yay! I'm so glad it's helpful. Yeah, I'm glad you all are here. I'm glad it's, resonating. But, the spiritual path, it's very different. It's a magical thing. That's why I always say, like, I will forever be talking about it till my last breath and be doing activism because some days were really awful. and I wanted to check out. And I'm so glad I didn't. And there were many days that I couldn't tell people what was happening in my life because I knew they wouldn't believe me. I knew it. And there were days when I was frustrated with myself and I just wanted to let go of the pain and I just wanted to manifest the life that I wanted and I just wanted things to be easy. It was like all of these things like, can it just be easier now? But the lesson was it could have been easier at any time if I was willing to allow it to happen. And if I was willing to also put in the work. And so when I did, everything got easier. Everything got easier. And I got better and better and better at manifesting. Um, yeah. But also, I'm glad I went through everything I went through because it has allowed me to share my story and also build the resources that I have now and write now 2 books, right? So, like, everything happens for a reason. Yes, I have a case of spiritually bypassing in my family. I have family members who need mental health intervention. He's simply gone into radical Christianity rather than getting medical help. Yeah. It's really hard to watch, but it happens, right? Um, and even that example of the person trying to do light work and say she was doing generational healing, you know, it's like not only are you a femme who presents as Eurocentric, but you work with primarily Eurocentric people. And now you are telling them that they are doing their generational healing by sitting on your massage table while you beep bop boop over them. And they're still going to walk out that door. And that person of color, their life is still at risk because you didn't do your fucking job. Right? So it's like spiritual bypassing is a huge deal. And I take it super seriously. Everybody needs to take it seriously. That's why we cannot separate spirituality from like healing. People just want to like look at a mandala or what it's like all of these modalities are for your healing. It's not for you to appropriate. They're all for healing. They're all for relieving suffering and healing and making a better world. Like that's what it's all for. That's the whole story, folks. That's all, folks. Um and then you have the honor of experiencing the journey. You have the honor of learning lessons, you know? And like Emerald said, God is like, God is always going to be there. Like, I have made so many dumb decisions in my lifetime, and God still blesses me every single day. And I wake up like, thanks. It's like, I know I didn't trust you for a very long time, but I get it now. I get it now. Thank you for your work and message. See, absolutely. It's so amazing because your advice is so perfectly aligned. Yay. See, everything happens for a reason. And the more of us who are out in the world not spiritually bypassing, the more we can actually make an impact. Like, that's why I love leading people to their purpose. Like, that is my soul, literally. I will forever be a healer, like forever be a healer and a teacher who guides people to their purpose. That is my purpose. Yeah, exactly. Enough. So I had to go through the ringer, so I could guide lots of people to their purpose. Because the path to your purpose ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. It's not easy because you have to face so much about yourself and go through so many breakthroughs to become your highest self. And then you're still on a journey, right? And there would be days when I would just ask myself, like I've shared before, like, is this something my highest self would fucking do? No, this shit is toxic. Like, that's literally how I get through life by myself sometimes. If I catch myself slipping, it's like, this doesn't seem like high as Z. What the hell is this? And then I go rip it down. Let's not do that. Right? It's faster now. So you'll get there and you're not going to be as triggered anymore. Like very little triggers me. If people's life are at risk or people are disrespectful, that'll likely trigger me because I'm very protective in general. But at some point you just stop getting triggered by change or money or yeah, because it shows up and that just happens. Needed to get this live today. Oh, yay. You got this. I'm cheering every single one of you on. I know this has been a longer live, but I plan for it to be a little bit longer. What time is it? I need to keep an eye on my schedule. I have a late call tonight. It's not too late, right? Yeah, it's like 10:30. Um yeah, I still have like an hour and something. I won't be on here the whole time. No, oops. I think I just accidentally my bad. There we go. Does anybody else have another question or anything you're experiencing that would be helpful to know about, or even about your gifts? Being a seer is the most fun thing in the whole wide world to me. Let me go meditate and sit at my altar because I know I know I need to be more disciplined. Yeah. Yeah. It helps. It really helps. My spirituality has always been the one thing that has kept me going through everything. And I also just hold a deep respect for the spiritual realm. Like I don't enjoy when people waste my time and I would never do it to the spiritual realm. And even if I was like in the past upset with my ancestors, like I would still apologize and I would ask if I could tell them the truth. You know what I mean? Because it was like, I'm really mad right now. Like, I know I'm going to get through this, but this is just what I'm feeling. And I'm going to keep going. It's not going to stop me, but my heart is mad. And then I usually would laugh about it. I'd be like, this is too bad. And then I'd move on because life was well, even back then. It's just my mind couldn't handle it. It was like even healing with my parents, when everybody has that phase where you got to heal with your parents, or you go to that container of doing your generational healing around your parents. But it was like at the same time, it was the most rewarding thing. And also being able to watch my nephews grow up. Like, I was like, there were so many beautiful things that I was just not focusing on as much. I was thinking about this morning, wanting to meditate more and longer, being in silence. Yeah, sit in silence. I highly recommend it. I love sitting in silence. It's very peaceful. And sit in silence where it's loud too, so you can focus. See how good your focus is. Right? Like you have to do the hard thing. Like my coach would always say, like, do the hard thing first. I think the Bhagavad Gita also says that. You do the hard thing first because if you are, and we talk about in yoga, if you are constantly only doing the thing that you know, you will never grow. So, how can you take your spiritual practice to the next level? Right? Like, how can you really push the needle for your mental health? How can you really show up for yourself? Like, even during my time, like the minute right before I left Greece and I knew that I was going to come here, I told everybody I was not going to talk to them, even my mother and my father, everybody, all my friends. I was like, do not mess with me. I'm taking time for myself. I'm aligning. I need peace and quiet, and I need to be with the universe and be with my own energy. Healers need healing too. And so it's like you have to be diligent, right? And it's not that I'm over here like laying around. No, I'm waking up super early. I'm going to temples, I'm meditating, I'm creating, I'm writing, I'm organizing, I'm planning, I'm listening to God, I'm implementing, I'm helping here, running my business, doing all these things. It's not an idle time. But I have like sometimes you just got to go through those phases where you got to up it for yourself, like what does it really look like even with your finances, like where have you been slipping up? And that was always also something for me. It was like I wasn't investing in the things that I needed to invest in to help myself make more money. I wasn't investing in my mental health, asking for help. I was spending like, you know what I mean? I was like so avoidant, but I was like, if I just invested that money into changing my life forever, things would get a lot faster. you know? It's like we do these things that just don't help ourselves. And even with meditating, it's like then make the space look so inviting for yourself to be able to meditate, which we go into for claiming accountability, that you can't help but resist it, or you can't help but not resist it. um, I've been struggling with racism with Arabs, Indians, and Spanish people in Illinois. I feel like they're disrespectful and arrogant towards people and have this ego of superiority. It repels me. I was never even racist until coming to Illinois. Now I feel so much disdain, not the nationality, but the mentality. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I mean, continue to rise above it. Like we have to, right? They are a small percentage of everybody else from those groups and those walks of life, right? And so we can't make an impact like that. I felt the same way when, you know, I lived in the South actually. I hated it. Like, I'm glad I went there. I'm glad I experienced it. But there were a lot of Eurocentric people and other people who made my life a living hell. But I knew that it had nothing to do with me. And so I didn't want to feel that hate. I didn't want to. In fact, I started to pity them a lot because I was like, it must be really hard for you to hate people so much that I actually feel bad for you because it's sad that you don't feel joy to the point where you have to ruin things for other people. But I'm still the type to be like, the buck ends with me. You're not going to ruin my day. You can't ruin my day. You're just an unhealed person. And maybe my mind is categorizing you to think that like every ethnicity that is connected to you or the ethnicity that you come from is now stained in my mind, but you are a tiny fraction of the people out there. You're just a really shitty person. It's like you're just a really shitty person. I have a question about womb healing. I see a lot of stuff on social media, but about it, but the way a lot of people talk about it doesn't settle well with me. What small ritual or practice to start? What doesn't sit well with you? Womb healing is kind of a broad topic. It kind of depends if you're talking like inner womb healing, energetic womb healing, um, trauma wound healing, womb healing. There's different things. Um, I always have people do like a womb massage or even yoni steaming to begin because those are really gentle. But it depends on the type of healing, it depends on the person. So, like, how I would, like, if I had a client who had been traumatized on their body in that area, I would approach it very differently than someone who hadn't, right? Because even though we are doing ancestral healing and things like that, the energetics of that, the emotional part of that, the physical memory of the body, the anatomy is very different. So they would need a different type of healing and they need a different space for safety. So it just depends. And then there's like simple energetic things that you can do to help clear out energy. And then there's general hygiene of your womb space. And if you have a bleed, like we would address your bleed and cycle. And, I would ask you a lot of questions about it. So I know what it looks like, and it tells me what you're also healing, and where we can heal, like the time of it, the length of it, the color, like all sorts of stuff. Or if you had an experience like I did where you lost a child or children or things like that, there's a different type of healing, right? But some of the most gentle ways is to have a regular like womb massage from the outside and honoring your cycle if you have a bleed and things like that. A lot of times our cycle is not honored and people shove stuff up in their, womb and it gets very chaotic and there's so much energy in there. Like, and the womb is connected to your sacral, which also, has the energy of your ancestors and money and your connection to earth and it's your muladhara, right? It's very sacred energy of the divine feminine. And so it can be a very complex space to heal depending on what you've been through. And it happens in phases. It happens in phases. And in More Than Worthy, we do a lot of womb healing as well, because obviously it's connected to so much. And most of the time, if people have like cycle things, like we heal their cycle by the end of the 6 months. So it's really cool to see. But yeah, I would just need to know, you know, like sit with you more, sit with other folks to know what kind of healing they need. I don't know what is said on social media, but everybody heals the womb very differently. And I think people see womb healing differently. Um, I see it in many different aspects, but I feel like that also lends, like it happens because of my science background, my herbalism, and my connection to ancestors and generational healing and activism. So I kind of like piece it all together, and no two cases are the same. Um, I took my first solo trip, and it reminded me how safe I am in my body and that I can do anything I put my mind to. Oh, yay! Where did you go? If you don't mind me asking. I just realized I'm repelled because they're so religious and love Allah but are cruel, nasty, and feel superior to all these people, especially Black people walking on God Allah's earth. How does that work? Yeah, I feel like I'm at peace with it now. Just feel sorry for someone so unhappy inside they projected out. Yeah, a lot of people, that would be another good example of spiritually bypassing, right? Um, Very unhealed people projecting their illnesses onto other people, unfortunately. Um, yeah, it's sad. And in most religions there's always going to be people who are a bit more radical, whether they or Allah or God, deities. Because it's a reflection of who they are. And the spirituality is just an avenue to embolden them to make outlandish and awful and hurtful statements, but it's who they are. Oh snap, that's spiritual bypassing. Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't like it, because they are using spirituality to cause pain to others, right? So that is bypassing the right thing to do and saying that it's in the name of God, which is no, right? No. Um, Ethics and peace still move with God, and we're all children of God, no matter what you believe in, or children of the universe, like whatever verbiage you want to say. So, um, you be mindful, you take care of yourself, you protect yourself from people like that, uh, and just for me, it's always a reminder of how much help is needed in the world, to be honest, because it has nothing to do with the religion. at all. You know, people are just unwell. People are unwell and they need a lot of help. They need healers. Um, yeah, people need help. I know it's funny because you were asking about spiritual bypassing, and then, there's like a good example of it. And that's why it's so dangerous, right? You're seeing it firsthand. Um, what happens when people are emboldened? Emboldened? There we go. Exactly. I said to an airman, do you have special rain? Because when it rains on you, it rains on me too, sir. And got out at a red light. What do you mean got out at a red light? Yeah, it's a very, maybe you should move. Do you want to move? Moving out, like, even though I was in the South for like as long as most people live there, like, it was enough for me to be like, no, thank you. I'm much happier overseas. My mother, when all the things were happening in, Mexico, she was like, I'm saying this on the news. And I just like took a picture of all of us on the beach. And I was like, don't believe everything you read. We're happy and just fine over here. See you later. It's toxic news. Oh, that's awful. Did you report them on the app? Hope you did. Yeah. Have you made a plan to move? Mm. Yeah, I would definitely move. Always choose your mental health if possible. What's keeping you there? I'm curious. Okay, good. Since January. Do let me know if you feel like it. This has been a good chat, everybody. My legs are so tight. It's so quiet right now. Knowing womb healing is layered helps. I've tried returning my blood to the earth and it's been good. I'm going to try yoni steaming and herbal baths. What I see on SM seems aggressive. But what are they doing, Shante? What is aggressive about it? I'm curious. Rebuilding my life after divorce, money, and restoring my bad choices. Yeah. And I went through that phase too. It'll work out in due time. In due time. I took on a lot of debt after divorce because I decided to not take any money from him as like a, this isn't about the money, it's about you. But also, I feel like even energetically, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Like, it still would have felt like an attachment. I don't advise it for anybody else. Yeah, I got myself into like deep debt because I was like, I'm leaving. I don't care at what cost. Um, and I did what I needed to do to take care of myself. I went to New York. Fun! I used to have horrible anxiety, but I was able to walk the streets and go to subways and feel completely grounded and unshakable. Amazing! A lot of people are traveling around right now. I'm glad you're going on adventures. I love New York. Go to Broadway, do all the fun things, eat lots of food. I love finding the little hidden food markets around that are open super late. I was always like mobbing around with my backpack. Like, what can I find down this little market? This has been the best time for me growing into myself financially and being self sufficient. I'm a country girl, but the city grew Me up. Wow, yeah. What a gift to change your life so drastically, right? Again, it's like we get what we need. How they talk about it, it's like you having cramps because you worship a particular god. What side of fucking social media are you on, Shantae? I just want to feel better. Shantae, what algorithm are you on? Why is that even popping up? I've learned to balance my masculine and feminine energy, advocating for myself. Good. It's important. I realized New York was a stepping block to show myself. If I can travel there, I have the capacity to travel overseas and travel where my soul wants to. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There's always going to be tests. God had me travel a lot around the US. And then all of a sudden it was like, are you ready? And I was like, what? And then boop, overseas. I was like, oh, yeah, easy. TikTok, no, fix your algorithm. And this is the other thing too with social media. Everybody needs to take responsibility for receiving the videos that you also receive because the algorithm will also give you videos based on like what you are looking at. But also you could have been getting those videos just so that you would like be aware of that and so you could come ask me. Right? No, womb healing is very gentle, but whatever you're falling I feel like we've talked about this before. Your TikTok and spirituality and the algorithm. I don't know what algorithm you're on, but I need you to get off of it. I need you to get off of it. Don't engage with those things. Clear your history if you need to. No. It's very ridiculous what people are saying about womb healing. This is why you can't always believe everything on there. Like, worst case scenario, like you have fucking cramps because you eat poorly and you're stressed out all the time. Number one cause is inflammation. Inflammation causes cramps. Weren't you in my workshop? Were you in my workshop? My Body, My Choice, the menstrual health one? I don't know if you were there. Maybe I should bring that one back too because it's just nonsense. What is this crap? No. We can't believe it. That's also what I mean by spiritual bypassing. Do your fucking healing, stop eating Cheetos, and take care of yourself, and your cramps will go away. I need to clear my history. No, I wasn't in that one. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I usually do My Body, My Choice, the menstrual health workshop. It's all about your menstrual health and how to take care of yourself. It's like my claiming accountability and My Body, My Choice. Also go over herbalism. And things you need to know, best practices, that sort of thing. It's not like super deep into science because I don't necessarily feel that's helpful because there's a lot of basic fixes that people could be doing to help their menstrual cycle instead of like reading a National Geographic's book about it. It's simple, it's information. And here are some solutions. Here's what you're doing wrong. Here's what you need to understand. Fix it. Very simple. So I'm going to do the gentler stuff and womb massage, eat more fiber. You don't necessarily need more fiber. Why do you need more fiber? And drink more water. So you are the best. Who told you fiber, Shante? I literally struggled with starting to feel racist, but instantly I have peace and learned in spiritual bypassing. Send you so much love. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely spiritually bypassing. I mean, they could be racist as well. That could be something, but it's like no point in letting it attach to you. You don't need it, you know? They are who they are. And that's just, it doesn't make it right, but it's like there's a bigger thing happening, you know? I had to learn that even as an activist. It was like I could either, um, yeah, you can't fight hate with hate and fire with fire. I learned very quickly that when I was at peace, it made life so much more enjoyable. And sometimes it would diffuse situations, you know, neutralize with inner peace and self love and peace for humanity. Yeah, exactly. Like monks. And monks, I would also like to say, also fight. So if that needs to happen, it can happen. But if it doesn't need to happen, it doesn't need to happen. But you also don't need to carry that energy. Um, but it's hard. It can be really challenging when you are faced with it day in and day out. And if you are a person of color or from a marginalized group, it gets very hard. But even in activism, you know, like the whole phrase of like Black people or people who present as Black cannot be considered racist, especially in the Western world because of the system that they are in. Um, and if that helps, you can always look that up as well. Because sometimes it helps to understand the activist side of it also and the dynamics and things like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't serve anybody, and they're just very angry people who like to use religion to hurt other people. And yeah, that's why people like me show up and hold space and speak out and, you know, try and educate people. Because imagine if, you know, you weren't here or other healers and weren't out and about and telling people, and if monks weren't teaching people about peace and love, how easily it would be to like start an issue. Like, 'cause the divine feminine is also very nurturing. Not saying we have to be forgiving or anything like that. We're still warriors, but we also can rise above it, you know? We don't have to create change through toxic masculinity, which is what has been happening a lot in the world for years and years and years. That's why people are pushing back right now, even with dating, right? And folks are just like raising their standards when it comes to masculinity, but that fire energy is sometimes that toxic masculinity, and we don't need that in the world. We have to actively not choose it. Every time I had cramps, my mom would always ask me how often I was pooping, hence the fiber. I haven't been having cramps though. My past 2 cycles have been very good. Minimal discomfort, good. I see why the fiber thing. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't pooped in a while, it does feel like menstrual cramps. It can. I mean, is if you're tracking your cycle, but you'll know. You'll know if you haven't pooped. But yeah. I was just curious why you're wanting. I'm like, why what is that comment? That's very interesting. An interesting word. Any last questions? I'm gonna get going in like famous last words, right? 5-10 minutes. We're at 3 hours and 13 minutes. It's always fun to chit chat. I was planning on waking up early tomorrow, earlier than usual, but I think I might just do my regular early. This was beautiful. Good. Thanks, Dee. Yay, I'm glad. I'm happy to help. Y'all stayed around to the end. And again, just a reminder to everybody, I'm going to be dropping the testimonial link and stuff like that. So feel free to share a video or something like that. I'm also in Podia going to drop the emoji thing for quantum intimacy codes. If you could send a video or at least a photo of yourself with a testimonial, you can even email it to me. It would be so amazing. Shantae, I know you've sent one before. um, so I'm not pointing you out, but if anybody, oh, you're welcome to send another if you feel like it. I'm going to be posting stuff up on some other pages and things like that. And again, just a reminder, the Mango Man of Other Manifestations is out in hard copy. Woo, 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 woo. So if you want your copy, feel free to go order it or listen to the playlist. Or if you just want to support, it's a great way to support my business. Just get a copy. um, can't wait to do my testimonial again. Yay! Thank you, Z. I enjoy just talking and listening. Very helpful. Yay! Z talks. I love chats. Chats are always fun. I love the tarot as well, but sometimes it's just nice to just sit, you know? You know how if you're like hanging out with your friends or you're just hanging around and like you talk till you fall asleep, basically. That's how I feel. Um, but also, you know, it feels very ancestral. You know, they shared a lot of their stories and stuff through speaking and whatnot. So definitely needs to happen more. But yeah, that's it, everybody. I'm gonna sign off. Yeah, it's like 11 p.m. here. I have like a one more meeting to go, and then I'm gonna end the day. I know the day is probably just starting for some of you, but take care of yourself. Know you are loved. Keep going on your journey. You are amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you later. Hopefully, I will see you on Thursday for the live. Have fun.